right now, but if you leave your name and number, we'll get back to you.
Want to tell them it's a shabba thing. Suckling sing. Yard up for him kick up. Rock wine. Sing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Sing. Band silent swing. Sing. DJ ear stuck up in the beer bum rhythm. Sing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Sing. Gold bell a ring. Sing. Knife and fork a fine for dumpling. Booyaka booyaka for shabba ranking. Shabba ranks disappear with another man change. So them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put the down to the key and turn them in a donkey. Yes, them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put the down to the key and turn them in a donkey. Who they think they are? Yes, they can't allow me. I am the general in the DJ army. With that only I am cross all the T. And sit all the gal them tickle fancy. And anywhere we go, y'all gone crazy. Listen, ding-a-ling-a-ling, school bell a ring. Knife and fork a fight the dumpling. Come for Shabba ranking disappear with you another man chin. So them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put it down to the key and turn them in a donkey. Them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put it down to the key and turn them in a donkey. You see, reggae dance all it comprise of wine. You see, now come your phone, girl, wine your body. You see, if you can wine, you hold your man and in Paris. You see, back your style when you see your mate. You see, you that try just but your mate not ready. You see, your mate look like she a Bugs Bunny. You see, she a cartoon and she no bread. Girl, I get the loving, you I get the money. You see, come pop cars, they full of quality. Till a lot of girls, them gone crazy. How with the great Barbie girls, them like Jamaican girls, them and the American girls, them and the English girls, them. What about Canadian girls, them? All the Japanese girls, them. The Caribbean girls, them. You should hear little children sing. When them sing, ding-a-ling-a-ling, dance all it swing. DJ is can up when them play boom rhythm. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, school bell in ring. Knife and fork a fight and dumpling. Call for Shabba ranking, Shabba ranks, step aside it here at DJ Chincho. Them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put it down to the key and turn them in a donkey. Yes, them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put it down to the key and turn them in a donkey. You can't mix quantity with quality. A man of quality, yes, him have ability. With me strong mind and that I carry me. I get the willpower from God Almighty. Many are called, but the chosen is me. What is for Caesar could never be for me. They came on me, now they can't on me. I am the general in the DJ army. With that only I am cross all the T. Cash registering and they make love money. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, dance all in swing. DJ is coming to the ding-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. I find the dumpling. Call for Shabba ranking, Shabba ranks, step aside it here of DJ Chincho. Them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put it down to the key and turn them in a donkey. Yes, them are the done to the biz, we have the key. Put it down to the key and turn them in a donkey. You see, reggae dance all it complains of wine. You see, that come your phone and wine your body. Jump up and shake your body. Model for your mate, cause your mate not ready. Mate look skinny like macaroni. From your mate skinny just call her ready. If a gal ready, then a gal not ready. Don't want no gal with no balloon belly. Belly have a flat like a Willie penny. Hear the little children sing with quality. Them say ting-a-ling-a-ling, dance all in swing. DJ ears cock up in him ear boom rhythm. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell in ring. I find fork a fight with dumpling.
Peace and Black Power family. It's your boy Psychopath and your girl Renee, Black at you with another RBG pill show. What's good out there, family? Let's see. Let me get some ones out there. Let me make sure y'all can hear me clearly. while I try to get Renee up in here, I'm having some issues. And I'm just having some tech issues right now, family. I'm coming. Let's see. Just trying to get Renee up in here. Okay, that should do it. Okay, there we go. All right. We got Renee up in here. All right. What's good out there, family? What's going on? Let me see. We got some. Yeah, we good. We got some ones. Let me get some shout outs real quick. Shout out to A. Hamilton. Shout out to Water Sniper. Shout out to KK. Shout out to Falconeer. Shout out to Brother Rob. Shout out to Shatira. Shout out to Skinny Boy. Let's see. Who else? Big Game James. What's going on? Thanks for the super chat. To Chew, what's going on? Take Cammy was good. See, 18 billions was going on. Easy Be Easy was good. B1 Infinity, Lord Bell. Shout out to everybody else out there might be listening. Know what I mean? What's really good? Renee, what's going on?
Nothing much. Peace, everybody. Welcome in. Peace to everyone who's listening or who will listen. Okay. Peace to the chat. And yeah, I'm up in here. I'm in here.
Yeah, we here, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we got some things we want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things been popping off lately. Not too shocked. A lot of it not too shocking. You know what I mean? A lot of it we predicted. I'm actually shocked. A lot of this stuff is just now starting to pop off. I guess, you know, now that the protests have slowed down and everything, and we getting closer to election time, things about to start turning up. And people gonna have to start, putting they feet in the dirt and start figuring out where it is they lie, where their allegiances lie, right? You know, a lot of people, like to, pick up these, these white supremacist rhetoric and talking points and stuff like that. And, they like to espouse a lot of these things. And, they kind of create an atmosphere when they do this, let's see. And, basically, what I want to get around to is what causes a lot of this shit, right? Like what causes a lot of this, this need to, constantly berate black people and, make black people the problem of everything, you know what I'm saying? And always running to the defense of white people, always trying to, make excuses for white people and, pretty much, throw the cape on, and, just run interference. Anytime somebody like myself, Renee, or people of our ilk, kind of have white people, backs against the wall, and kind of have our foot on their necks, here they come, right? Here come the Negroes swooshing in to save the day. Because this is what, Negroes have this, this, let's just get around to it, the title of the stream, they got this thing called black guilt, right? Now let me break down what black guilt is, family. I kind of just gave you a little small, skinny, but let's get deep into what this black guilt is and what a lot of these Negroes running around here espousing, what it really all comes down to, right? Because a lot of Negroes really hate the position that black people are in particular in this country, right? And these Negroes, because of this, some of these motherfuckers, they start, being around white people, and they start embracing white culture, and they might start dating somebody white. Maybe they desire to date white people. Or they just want to be around white people. They just want white people to like them. They want white acceptance, right? And with what in white acceptance comes black guilt. Because while you're around these white people, what you're going to end up finding yourself doing is constantly running interference anytime their racism gets called out. Anytime anything having to do with white people and systemic racism, slavery, any type of oppression, genocide they've done throughout the course of history, these black people who beg for white people's acceptance will start to feel black guilt. And they start to feel guilty for being black because they know that they are making white people feel uncomfortable just them being around. Right? So they have to do things to make them feel comfortable. And they start feeling this black guilt. They start feeling guilty for them feeling guilty about things like slavery, right? You might have, like, you know, a white, let's say moderate. I ain't even gonna say just straight liberal, straight conservative. Let's just say it's one of these moderate KBs, right? That's kind of like toast the middle, right? You know, they hanging around these motherfuckers, you know, this, that, third, you know, and you're their black friend. You know, these white people always got the black friend, and it's usually these Negroes that be running around in our circles talking crazy. Yeah, they're usually the black friend, right? Now, they'll be around this black friend, and then shit like the George Floyd situation to jump off, and the country is all protesting, marching, screaming Black Lives Matter, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, they might start to feel a little white guilt, start, you know, looking over at you because you are the black guy or gal out the group, right? You're the one who sticks out like the sore thumb. You're the black sheep of that fictitious family you created in your head. You are literally the black sheep. So they start, you know, they start looking over at you, and they start, you know, saying things like, you know, I feel so bad that this happened. You know, they start kind of pandering to you a little bit. You know, this is so wrong, and the police shouldn't do these type things, and I didn't know it was that bad. I'm starting to see now it's kind of bad, and I feel bad for your people, right? These Negroes will start getting black guilt and start trying to ease white people's heads and shit. They start trying to ease their guilt. And by them doing this, they'll start diminishing what actually happened. Oh man, don't worry about that shit. That shit's all bullshit anyway. That dude George Floyd, he had a counterfeit bill. He done did porn, been locked up before. He was resisting. You know, the motherfucker with the black guilt will start sounding more like a white supremacist than they white friends. They white friend to try to be on some, you know, on some understanding, air quotations, and the black friend will be the motherfucker sounding like he got a fucking hood on his fucking head, talking crazy about black people to these KBs to make the KBs feel better, because he sees that they're exhibiting white guilt, so his black guilt is going to outweigh the white guilt, because he feels the need to ease and comfort these white people, to make them feel better, right? This is why a lot of these black motherfuckers go harder on here and shit. You know? You get some little weirdo ass gamer motherfucker who probably, you know, who ends up hanging out with all those little white gamers, all up in their little discords and all that other shit, laughing at their little racist jokes and all everything else. And then motherfucker like me come around and start clapping on these motherfuckers. Enter the black friend. Enter the black friend to run interference. Won't even let me bang on the white motherfucker. This motherfucker got to jump in between me and that white motherfucker getting it the fuck in. The black motherfucker will run interference. Oh, I'm not playing, because this has happened to me on numerous occasions. I am speaking from experience. I'm not telling you no bullshit. Matter of fact, y'all know I'm not lying because y'all see it yourselves. Black guilt is real around this motherfucker. And one of the main motherfuckers who be exhibiting black guilt, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. I gotta say this. Is motherfucking Tammy, right? Tammy has all types of black guilt. Anytime something happens where black people are wrong and it's clear as day that they was done wrong by a non-black motherfucker, Tammy's black guilt starts to kick in. And now he has to sit here and go ham, run interference, espouse white supremacist fuck-ass talking points, right? And it's hilarious because, I gotta mention this because Tammy will espouse these white supremacist talking points, right? All this little 4chan Reddit shit, you know what I'm saying? All these little, we was Cain's type motherfucking rhetoric, right? He will do this, right? And the white people will hear it, and that rhetoric is very familiar to them, right? The white people that listen to Tammy, that rhetoric is very familiar to them because it's their rhetoric. Tammy is their mouthpiece. And it fucks me up because the black people hear this shit, they think Tammy's some type of genius. Motherfuckers be talking about Tammy like he's some high-level intellectual or some shit. Tammy is a motherfucking white supremacist in blackface. Tammy regurgitates 4chan Pepe talk. He ain't no fucking genius. You motherfuckers think he's a genius because he's saying shit you never heard a black motherfucker say before. Well, that's because most black motherfuckers don't hang in those circles that Tammy hangs in. Most black motherfuckers are not on Ku Klux Klan websites. One of David Duke's favorites and shit. Right? Tammy goes around these white supremacists, hears they talking points, comes back, spits it to you motherfuckers, y'all call him genius. Y'all call him logical. Y'all say this motherfucker is keeping it real. And pro-blacks just don't like it. Right? This is the bullshit rhetoric I hear from Negroes who obviously is either slow or don't know white supremacist rhetoric when they hear it. I'll get to that in a minute. Right? So let me put this out here. Any white motherfucker who is listening to Tammy on a regular basis, supporting Tammy, sitting up here sharing all his shit, liking up, any white person who affiliates with Tammy is a motherfucking racist ass white supremacist. Best believe it. Whoever white listens to Tammy don't like black people. Just because they white and they listen to Tammy, do not confuse that with them liking black people. They like Tammy because Tammy, being black, get to say the shit that they can't say. And harps on is, wait for it, low IQ from black people. Very popular white supremacist talking point. If you ever had a conversation with a white supremacist, and I have many conversations with these fucking KBs, many. Trust me, my name ring bells around them motherfuckers. My name ring bells around there. Trust me, they know me for a reason, right? Anyways, I digress. If you ever had a conversation with one of these motherfuckers, you know you are going to have to talk about low IQ. Matter of fact, there's two things you know you're going to talk about if you talk to these motherfuckers. Black on black crime, low IQ. These are the two things they harp on. And one of the reasons why they harp on low IQ, because these motherfuckers is what they like to call themselves is race realists. Right? Got a whole segment of white supremacists. Most white supremacists are race realists. And within the race realist ideology, race realists believe that we did not evolve as much as white people. I.e., we are not as intelligent. Hence, why the national average lower IQ and this, that, and the third. And this is why they harp on the low IQ rates in the country. Right? Because this is what the whole basis and premise of their argument is coming from. This is like their Bible. It's kind of like the FBI crime statistics to their black on black crime talking point. They always fall back to the FBI statistics. Even though we know those numbers ain't quite saying what they trying to push, that's the basis of their argument, and they're going to fall back on that like the gospel. Well, it's the same thing with the low IQ thing. These motherfuckers are always going to fall back to the low IQ shit to push their race realism arguments about black people just being dumb and them just being superior intellects, right? This is the narrative that they push, right? Now, if you ever had a conversation with a white supremacist, you should be familiar with them taking these angles. Because it's probably the first two angles they took with you. But again, black people hear this white supremacist shit, take it back to other black people, and they start espousing this shit. And then these black people hear it, think this guy is a genius, thinks he thought of these talking points himself, like this Negro wasn't programmed. And then they start to thinking he actually knows what he's talking about. He's actually spitting some real shit. And then they start regurgitating it. And then they start coming at me with these talking points. Now instead of white supremacists coming at me talking about black on black crime and low IQs, I got Negroes coming at me, screaming about black on black crime and low IQs like these motherfuckers wasn't programmed with these arguments from white supremacists. I know where your arguments come from. Right? Right. So, I find it very funny, after saying all this, I find it very funny at the outrage I heard a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago, some white supremacist from Tammy's platform, right, ends up in the black manosphere some kind of way. How? I don't know. I'm chilling in somebody's live stream. This is a fantastic live stream, listening to the live, and all of a sudden, some Billy Bob pops up on the panel, right? I'm like, who the fuck is this Billy Bob? And why is he here in the black manosphere? This is odd, right? But you know, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes, right? Now I'm curious. I want to see where is this going to head? You know what I'm saying? So they talking. You know, the white boy ain't saying too much. And I'm seeing people in the chat saying he's from Tammy's platform. Oh, that's all I need to hear. I already suspected it. But once the motherfucker said he's from Tammy's platform, I'm like, oh yeah. This is about to be very interesting. Let's see where this really goes down, right? I already know this, because them motherfuckers ain't going. A white supremacist joining the black platform, he's joining to stir shit up. He's joining to get this race argument going. He's not joining that shit to talk about sports. He's not joining that pedal to talk about no hip hop. You know, he might be. He is coming and talking about the black community though. Know what I'm saying? Is he cool with y'all opinions about the black community and everything else? Because he's the one who gave you those opinions. He's the one who told you these things. He's the one who gave you the talking points. So he's cool with y'all regurgitating his shit. But he had to come up there and let y'all, you know, y'all was forgetting some things. So, you know, he had to remind y'all about a few things. So the first thing the Cain Beast decided to do was get on his motherfucking soapbox talking shit about black women. Now, he was talking shit about black women, so, you know, I think he did that for a couple of reasons. One, he knew the type of atmosphere he was around. He was around a lot of dudes that got a lot of smoke for black women. You know, they got a lot of smoke for black women. So that's one reason why he would do that. The second reason is he wanted to see how far he could actually go with all this. So he decided to start talking shit about black women, and he said something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty sure almost word for word he said, yeah, I had chances of dating thousands of black women. Black women be all over me. I can have damn near any black woman I want. They're the easiest women out there. Right? They're the easiest women out there. Right? This is what he said. He said he only fucked one. Right? Now it's very hard for a motherfucker to make an argument that a particular demographic of woman is the easiest woman out here, but somehow you only fucked one. And then motherfuckers asked him, oh, you only fucked one? He said, yeah, it was only one I wanted to fuck. He said he didn't want to fuck any of the other girls. It was just one of them he wanted to fuck. But he said all the other ones are throwing the pussy at him. So I'm listening to this crap, right? And I wanted to see what was going to happen. And sure enough, right on cue, Negroes thought it was hilarious. They started laughing. They started laughing, kiki, aha! Look, see? See, told you about these black bitches. They love these white men. Told you, see, look, proof. They all chuckling, laughing, everything else, right? They was chuckling, laughing. It was hilarious. Everything was hilarious, right? Because to them, that was a gotcha moment. That was a gotcha moment to them. Right? Okay. Y'all got your little gotcha moment, I guess. But that ain't what I heard. Right? What I heard, in my head, what I heard when he said that was, I'm gonna get up on here, take a complete dump on these black motherfuckers females, tell these motherfuckers that I can produce a better female than you can. I can produce a more homely woman than you can. I can produce more white material than you can. My genes is better than your genes. See, that's what I heard. But maybe I heard that because I do not exhibit black guilt. Right? I have black pride. And that's what my black pride heard. But the black guilt heard something different. The black guilt is so focused on their disdain for black women that their racial pride went out the fucking window. Because I promised you, a black man couldn't have went on the white manosphere specifically talking about Becky's like that and not get any pushback and just get chuckles and shit. I promise you it wouldn't have went down like that. Because those white manosphere motherfuckers, one thing I know about them, they got racial pride. Oh, they will code up on your ass. They will code up on you. They will throw them red pills out the fucking window and code right the fuck on up. Because those white manosphere motherfuckers, unlike the black manosphere, is very, very anti-swirl. Because a lot of those white supremacists are quote unquote red pill. And they do not like the swirling. Unlike the black manosphere, who actually promotes swirling. I gotta put y'all on what's going on around here, right? So, I'm listening to these motherfuckers laughing about this shit like this shit is funny. And I'm sitting here saying, they don't even realize he's disrespecting the fuck out of them right in their fucking face. He is disrespecting the shit out of you motherfuckers right in your face. And y'all didn't even grasp it. Because y'all was laughing. Y'all didn't get it. Y'all thought y'all had y'all white buddy. Y'all was bitten. It seemed like y'all was bitten to be his black friend. Like y'all wanted to be the black friend. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's what it seemed like to me. In the beginning. Right? I gotta say the beginning because after all this, right? This little circle jerk they was having about black women with the white dude. He leaves. But he comes back about an hour later or some shit like that, right? He comes back because he was listening, and as as he was listening, a motherfucker on the panel brought up the low IQ situation, right? Discussing about how black women, something about how they don't desire smart men. They actually love the Pookies and the Ray Rays and all the other little silly ass talking points these no pussy getting motherfuckers like to talk about. You know, just mad at everybody because everybody else getting pussy but them and they mad about it. All they can do is cry about it online. It's a little bit depressing to hear. But anyways, they started that shit, right? They started crying about how come they couldn't get pussy. They started talking about low IQ. It's like, because, like I said, these mainstream motherfuckers, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them use this low IQ argument. They love white supremacist talking points. So the white boy gets back up on the panel. And when the white boy gets back up on the panel, he wants to kind of, chime in on what, I think it was Game Changer who said that dumb shit. Wanted to chime in on what Game Changer was saying about dumb Negroes, right? And he came in and started talking about how, black women love white men because white men have high IQs. And on a national scale, black men usually rank under 100 on the IQ test. Right? So ultimately, that motherfucker came up on there to tell these black motherfuckers that I can bag your baby mother, I can get your cougar ass mother, I can bang out your aunt, I can swing my dick in front of your cousin, I can touch your sister's ass, I can hug all up on your motherfucking niece. And the reason why I can grab them all by the pussy, like my role model, Donald Trump, reason why I can do that is because I'm more intelligent than you. I am intellectually superior than you. That's why I can fuck all your women. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That motherfucker just, oh, shit. Did he just give them a reality checkup on there? Did he just remind these Negroes that they are actually Negroes? This is the first time I ever seen these motherfuckers. I swear, this is the first time I ever seen these Negroes actually get offended and show some fucking racial pride. So wait, and then all of a sudden they motherfuckers started like, wait, what you say? Wait, those IQ tests are faulty. Those IQ tests are culturally biased. Wait, hold up now. Wait, no, wait. Them IQ tests are culturally biased. Like they started getting at them about the, how the IQ tests actually are culturally biased. I don't disagree with that. But whoa, man, hold up now. Wait. Because I literally just heard like one of the Negroes, Game Changer, started trying to use the culturally biased shit. And I'm like, wait, Game Changer? Right before this K-Beast came up here, you was using that IQ argument. You was just using that white supremacist low IQ argument. You effeminate incel ass Negro. The fuck is you talking about? You Negroes always use that shit. But when your white daddy came up on the panel and actually showed y'all ain't no different than the Negroes y'all love throwing that argument out to, y'all going to get offended. Now y'all want to use pro-black talking points. It was hilarious. I'm like, I've never heard so much pro-black rhetoric coming off this goddamn panel of my life. I swear I thought these motherfuckers had on some RBG flags. Well, where's this coming from? What happened to the black guilt? The black guilt went out the window when he started talking about you Negroes IQ. But when he was talking about those women, you ain't realize he was playing you out then. He didn't play you out the second time. He played you out the first time. That's why he felt comfortable to come back up the second time to try to play you out. Because he thought he wasn't going to get no pushback on that too. Why would he think he was going to get pushback? Y'all ain't give him pushback the first time. I'm like, what in the fuck? What? Wait. Come on, man. Wait. So I'm listening to this, right? And so a couple of them clapped on him with the, they put the real out there about how the IQ tests are culturally biased and all that. I'll give them that. They did do that. But my mind was just blown because I'm listening to people who hold his same position. If that Cain beast wasn't up there, he didn't say that shit, y'all would be up there agreeing. If Obsidian came on that panel instead of that white boy, and Obsidian said the exact same thing, you Negroes would agree with him. Y'all will call Obsidian brilliant. Y'all will call him the greatest. Y'all will say he's doing God's work. And Obsidian uses these talking points. It's not like he doesn't. It's not like I'm saying something that will never happen. These are Obsidian's talking points as well. He uses the low IQ shit. Where you think these fuckers get these arguments from? And at the very end of the stream, I gotta point this out before I pass the mic. Because I've been going for a second. I just gotta talk about this because it's fresh on my mind. But at the very end of the stream, I heard one Negro really sit up and say, first, a motherfucker said, yeah, we had to get on about that IQ test, man. That's some bullshit. He thought he was going to come up here and he thought he was going to come up here and talk. He's talking to a bunch of dumb black people. And then the other motherfucker said, no, he thought he was talking to some niggers. And see, here we go. This is that Chris Rock logic. Where these Negroes think they're black people and other motherfuckers are niggers. It's funny how when that white motherfucker got on that panel, all he saw was a bunch of fucking niggers. He ain't give a fuck where you worked at. He ain't give a fuck what kind of degrees you had. He don't give a fuck what kind of community you live in. He don't give a fuck who your girl is, who your baby mom. None of that shit. All he knew was he was on a panel with a bunch of motherfucking niggas. So like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, your Chris Rock logic only applies in your churches. In your church. That is the only place your silly ass Chris Rock logic applies. Because when you step outside your church, or if you let an outsider inside of your fucking church they or him will remind you you are no different than the rest of the fucking niggas. And they're gonna treat you that way. Whether you motherfuckers like it or not. They see you, they see me. They see you, they see Renee, they see you, they see motherfucking Water, they see Shatira, they see Falconeer. We all the same motherfuckers. We all look alike to them. We all look alike to them. So you Negroes to try to separate yourselves from everybody else if you want. But make sure you stay in your church with that shit and keep outsiders from coming in your church before they break your fucking bubble. Burst y'all bubble and show y'all ain't no different than everybody else. With that fake ass elitism shit. Real quick, one more game. Real quick. Now I ain't got a problem with banging on white supremacists. I've done it myself. I've debated many of these motherfuckers. Shit, I done got into flat out arguments with these motherfuckers more than I like to count. I done cursed out way more than that. Cursed a whole lot of these motherfuckers out. Like I said, my name ring bells, they know me. But when you talk to these motherfuckers, y'all motherfuckers better be ready for the shit. Whenever you talk to these white supremacists, y'all better be ready for the shit. Because you best believe they're gonna bring the shits. And if you're not ready to bring the shits, if you think it's just gonna be a back and forth, no, they're gonna bring the shits. Last motherfucking white supremacist I debated, motherfucker had a PhD. That motherfucker was trying to take shots. He wasn't no trailer park trash like y'all was motherfucking had up on the panel. No, this is a dude with a PhD. And he was trying to take shots. And I had to check him a couple of times. Let him know I don't play that shit. I ain't saying you gotta curse the motherfucker out or all this other shit, everything else, but you gotta be with the shit. That motherfucker taking shots, you take shots back. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no problem taking shots at black motherfuckers. I was just on a panel yesterday, and the motherfuckers taking all types of shots at me. Talking all kinds of crazy shit. But I ain't see that same energy with the white boy. Motherfuckers got all the smoke for black motherfuckers. White boy get up there, he gets respected. Even when he called y'all dumb, y'all still showed him a sign of respect. You know, like when he went after the black one, ain't no way in hell I would have sat there and have him call our women sluts and then try to act like his women is wholesome. I would have said, Negro, we grow. Are you shitting me? We grow, are you shitting me? Our women is easy. I don't see our women marching because some Billy Bob got killed by a black officer waving pink dildos in the fucking street saying they love the pink dick. That's your Becky's doing that shit. Walking down the street promoting how much BBC they love, waving black dildos. You gonna call our women easy? Are you shitting me? I'd have been roasting the shit out of Becky up on there. Are you shit? Becky made a whole fucking genre in porn, a whole terminology called BBC. Black women didn't make up this term. Those them white sluts. You shitting me? Our women are easy? Kim Kardashian has been passed around more times than the fucking blunts that I used to fucking smoke in my motherfucking rap crew. And that's a lot. Are you shitting me? Y'all let them get away with that shit? I'd have been roasting the shit out of Becky up on there. Our sisters is easy. What about your cave ass bitches? What about your K bitches? Let's get on how easy they are. All the trains they had ran on them. Are you shitting me? Y'all let them get away with that shit? I'd have been killing Becky up on there. Ain't no way in hell no KB gonna get up on there talking all crazy about our women and I'm not clapping on theirs. I'd have been clapping on theirs like a motherfucker. But y'all always kissing Becky ass. Y'all always riding for Becky. Y'all terrified to say anything about Becky. Y'all will let that KB get up on there and insinuate that he can create better women than you. That disgusted me. I gotta keep it a buck. Nobody said one word about that lice-infested K bitch. Not one word. I'd have been killing her ass. Ain't no way in hell you gonna get up on here talking that dumb shit. Cause we just going off your word with your thousands of women doing X, Y, Z. Motherfucker, I got thousands of pictures of Becky's chasing black dick. I got thousands of pictures of it. Just go to Cynthia G channel. Damn it, I said her name. Fuck, I said her name. But go to her channel. Go to her channel and watch all those Beckys easy as fuck. All those easy ass Beckys. Stop playing with me. Anyways, let me pass the mic. I'm done. I'm over here saying people's names I shouldn't be. I'm done.
All right. Yeah, I totally agree 100%. So just to start off piggybacking off of that, and then I'm gonna get into some more of this black guilt. The thing that's not understood by some of these people is that, like in the case of what Psycho was talking about, that whole situation with that panel, that when other races of men attack your race of women, it's an attack on the men of that race. And I think either some of them didn't get that, some of them have so much black guilt and want to be accepted by white people or want to be seen separate from black people that they would overlook it, or whatever the case may be. But that was an attack on black men, or an attack on black men. Anytime a white dude would sit there in y'all face, say it to you, you don't say nothing, you support him, you try to set up a show to do a show with him about it, and then he turns around and spits in your face when he already spat in your face the first time, but you didn't catch it. And see, I always laugh when people think they're snake charmers, right? They think that they can charm a snake. Oh, the snake ain't gonna bite me. Now I know it's a snake and it done bit all these other black folk or whatever, but it ain't gonna bite me because I ain't them niggas. I ain't no niggas, I'm a black person. And what happened? They get bit by the snake, right? So the fact that he sat right there and told them, hey, you guys have a lower IQ than me. He went up against black men on black men's platform on a panel of black men and said it and had no problem with it. And the fact that he's aligned with somebody like Tammy, that tells you everything you need to know right there. And then he can always say, well, I'm not racist. I'm cool with Tammy Sodomizer, right? Now, let me go into some of these other facets of black guilt and give you some examples of some of the black guilt that we've been seeing lately, aside from, this aspect. But the whole situation with Nick Cannon, that's nothing but black guilt that drove Nick Cannon to go apologize to them people. Now, here's the thing. You have people who are willing to jump out the window in certain aspects when it comes to white folks, right? They'll talk all of this stuff if they're in the midst of other black people or other pro-black people or whatever the case may be. But as soon as they're around some white folks and white people call them on it, they change up real quick. They switch up real quick. Now, all of a sudden, you're asking the white people to forgive you. Now, all of a sudden, you're bowing down to them. You have guilt for even having pride in your own blackness. If you feel like black people are the real Jews, then stand on that to a white Jew. Stand on that to a white Jew, but you won't do it. Because you have guilt about having the same type of pride in your black Jewness that they have in their white Jewness. You lack that pride. You come from a place of guilt. They make you feel guilty about being strong and confident in who you are if that's what you subscribe to. Deshaun Jackson for the Eagles, same thing. We know his situation came out first, where it was a fraudulent screenshot or whatever from some supposed book, saying that Hitler said African Americans, quote unquote, black people, whatever, are the real Jews and whatnot, right? And as soon as he was called on it, I love everybody. I'm not racist. That guilt picked up real quick. Why couldn't you say, hey, that's my cultural beliefs. That's my religious belief. That's what I stand for. That's what I stand on. They didn't do that. Not just because of some type of money, because we know Nick Cannon already had been fired by Viacom. So you still groveling at the feet. You still dealing with guilt. Deshaun Jackson, they have let the other dudes stay. So at this point, you still groveling at their feet. Terry Crews, and Terry Crews been back in the news again. I think at this point, with so many things that have been postponed, so many things that have been canceled in terms of like movies, television shows that are filming, and different things like that. With so much that has gone on because of COVID, these people don't have anything else to do. And understand that a lot of these people in, the celebrity world, they're attention whores. And Terry Crews is absolutely an attention whore. So in the absence of positive attention, they will accept negative attention as long as it's attention, right? As long as somebody is paying attention to them, noticing them, talking about them, their name is trending, they go for it. So at this point, he's a damn stunt queen. He's pulling stunts out here for attention. He wants people to talk about him and keep his name going. So at the same time, he is most definitely suffering from black guilt. And I said this before in a previous show where we talked about, one of his other comments he made about black supremacy or whatnot, that I feel like because Terry Crews has always been that big black guy, right? He's been that big buff black guy because he played football, I think, in the NFL for a season or two or something like that.
Yeah, he was a bomb. He was a bomb.
He was a big black guy, and he was a what?
No, I said he was a bum. He was garbage. He was trash. He got cut by like 6 teams. He was garbage. He was one of the teams that cut him.
Okay. So he played in the NFL. So he always had that big black guy. So yeah, he had to find something else to do, clearly, if he wasn't making it in football. But anywho, he has that big black guy syndrome. And so what I mean by that is sometimes you will see there's some of the biggest and some of the blackest. I mean, when I say blackest, I'm meaning dark, rich complexion, heavily melanated people, typically men, okay, in terms of being big and buff and intimidating, if you will. That a lot of those men, because they anticipate for white people to be intimidated by them, scared of them, or thinking that they may do something to them or whatever, they are overly nice, overly friendly, overly trying to be funny, overly trying to go along to get along. They will do it so much to try to make white people feel comfortable around him. And I feel like Terry Crews, that's something that he's probably done much of his life. Okay, I don't know that to be fact, but I know in terms of his whole life, but I know in a lot of what we've seen of him once he kind of started getting out there, that whenever he was talked to, he's like, oh, you know, he wants to be a little bit more, oh no, you can trust me. Oh no, I wouldn't harm a fly type of thing, right? Now he acts like that when he deals with white people, but when he dealing with black folks, oh, he turn up some, don't he? He turned up a little bit when it comes to black people. Like, honey, he got sassy when it came to the damn his little black supremacy quote, didn't he? But he wanted it to be known that, hey, I work with all races of people. I'm for all people coming together. I am for equality. He made sure to say, are all white people racist? No. He made sure to say that. Are all white people bad? No. And then he said, are all black people good? No. He wanted to make sure that it's known. So he definitely suffers from black guilt. And to me, that drives a lot of his decisions. It drives a lot of the things that he said, via social media, especially, during this time after the George Floyd and the other situations that have gone on. He wants to make it very, very clear. I may be this big black guy, but honey, I'm riding with y'all, with the white folk. I'm with y'all. I ain't with these niggas. I ain't over there with them. And I'm willing to come out publicly. I mean, think about this for a minute. This man went against the grain. He went against the grain with all of this stuff going on. He went out of his way to try to shoot down black people. Not literally, y'all know what I'm saying. He went out of his way to do that. He went out of his way to let white people know I'm not like them. And it plays right into, and then, if y'all didn't know, recently he came out with this acronym for Coon, okay, COON, conquering our own, what is it? Conquering, hold on, let me tell y'all exactly. Conquer our own negativity, y'all. Conquer our own negativity. And he had posted this on Twitter. And, people started, having some things to say about it. So clearly, we know he's been called a coon by us and by many other black people, like I said, because of many of his comments he made. And then when he went on CNN and the conversation with Don Lemon and all of those types of things, people have called him a coon. So I guess he has decided, well, I'm going to try to take it, how people claim to have done with nigger or whatever. And I'm going to take this word and I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to take the power back and I'm going to make it an acronym, conquer our own negativity. And think about it. Even within that acronym, it's still taking shots at black people, is it not? What do you mean by conquer our own negativity? Oh, so your point is, once again, to take a crap on black people, right? And your point is, once again, to not call white folks out on anything and to make sure you take the spotlight off of them in this time of when we're talking about these systematic issues. We're talking about racism, police brutality. At least we were. At least there was some type of conversation, I'll say that. And you see the shift has happened quite a bit. Now, Psycho mentioned this, and I want to get into this a little bit. And we've done shows on this, talking about this. I've debated people on this for years now. And that is the whole niggas versus black people rhetoric, right? Because a lot of black people who suffer from black guilt, they go by this type of philosophy. Clearly you can see that with somebody like a Terry Crews. And they go by the philosophy of There's niggas and there's black people, right? And the black people are the ones that basically have to apologize, if you will, for the niggas, right? The black people are the ones that have the black guilt, that try to get white people to like them and accept them and see them as a decent person. So just to give y'all a little refresher, and when I was reading about this, about what Chris Rock ended up saying about it, I just find it kind of interesting. So I'm gonna read this to y'all real quick. Niggas versus Black People is the title of one of Chris Rock's most famous and controversial stand-up routines. This routine, which appeared both on his 1996 HBO special, Brings the Pain, and as track 12 on his 1997 album, Roll with the New, is widely considered to be the breakthrough routine that established his status as a comedy fixture after he left Saturday Night Live. Now think about that for a minute. I got a little bit more to read, but just think about that for a minute. That was the breakthrough. That's what they're touting as making him basically the real household name that we know that he is now. Okay, because before that, he was known. You know, he was supported by some white folk, but it was mainly, as things happened, Black people who knew Chris Rock, who supported Chris Rock, who loved Chris Rock. Back from when, you know, white people liked him on Saturday Night Live, but Black folk was really the ones messing with Chris Rock. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Can you just put it in my hand for 50 cents or whatever he said? Y'all remember how much for one rib? You know, in New Jack City, being Pookie and all of that, right? So the Black community really supported Chris Rock, but he got that crossover. He got that real heavy crossover after his 1996 special. All right, so the routine is a 12-minute monologue about behaviors that Rock sees in a subset of the country's Blacks. He describes, quote, niggas as a cohort, whose behavior, which embodies many stereotypes, is usually detrimental to the image of other Black people. Quote unquote, niggas, he says, glorify ignorance and laziness and brag about fulfilling any minor responsibility. Rock rejects the view that his image of Blacks is purely cultivated by the media. For instance, in the routine, he says, when I go to the money machine tonight, all right, I ain't looking over my back for the media. I'm looking for niggas. Shit, Ted Koppel ain't even took shit from me. Niggas have. So you think I've got 3 guns in my house because the media outside? Now, I remember that, watching that, and it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, so they have on here that his retirement, not his retirement, but the retirement of that whole thing. He said, the controversy caused Rock's constant use of the word nigga led him to remove the rant from his show. In a 2005 60 Minutes interview, Rock said, by the way, I've never done that joke again, ever, and I probably never will. Because some people that were racist thought they had license to say nigger, so I'm done with that routine. Now, unfortunately, some of that damage has already been done. And that did, honestly, because we did a show about this before, like maybe a couple years ago. And that did give a lot of white people, I think they felt more licensed to be able to say nigga, because after all, they can say, well, I'm just talking about them. I'm not talking about Black people. Well, I'm not talking about Black people. And see, a lot of quote unquote supposed Black people will let them get away with that. You got quote unquote Black people who will let them rock. You got some quote unquote niggas who will let them rock too. Let's keep it above. Now, I want to throw this name out there because it's something that I've seen, recently. Now, I've had a little tiff with this person before. But yeah, I'm going to go on there to put this person out there, Willie D. I most definitely think he suffers from Black guilt. Recently, now the issue I had with him was over, and he ended up blocking me and everything. But the issue I had with him was over, this was probably like 2 years ago or so, and it was over that white heifer who fought that other white woman because she said the N-word. And it was like at some hotel lobby or something like that. And he was like, had the white woman on there, was interviewing her, and he was praising the hell out of her. And oh man, woo, boy, he was over the top with it. And so, you know, I was speaking my piece, and we had a little back and forth. And then he did like a live or something. He called me out and he blocked me. So, anywho, but recently I was seeing something that, and actually Psycho had sent it to me, that it was a situation, a video where, you know, right now a lot of people are talking about Karens, right? Which are these white women who are, you know, going around calling the police on people for nothing and, you know, complaining, I want to see the manager, and doing all that stupid shit that they do anyway. Well, it was some video where it was a black older woman, I think her grandson, and it was like a black man, and it was a white piece of trash. And I don't know what the confrontation was, but whatever the case, the white woman ended up coming at the young black man's grandmother. She was coming at her. And the grandson basically, boop, he knocked her out. You feel me? He knocked Karen to the floor. Now, what happened is Willie D went into the whole, you know, first he's talking about, well, if that had been me and my grandmother and I was a teenager and I saw that happen, I probably would have did it. But he went into a whole guilt trip thing, right? He went into this whole guilt idea of what they do to us, we can't do to them, right? Just because they do this to us, we can't say that's right for us to do this to them, because we know that they constantly say, I feared for my life, I feared for my safety, I thought they were going to do this, I thought they were going to do that, I thought they had a gun, I thought they had a weapon, and I acted, right? That's what they always say when it comes to black folk. So now in this situation, the young black man see this heifer running up on grandma. So he said, hell to the no. And he did what was right, and he defended his grandmother. But now here comes the guilt trip. Here comes the thing of that we've been fed, and not to throw him under the bus, but Martin Luther King Jr. and these other people, right? Because a lot of people would say he operated from a place of guilt in a lot of things that he said and did as well. But this idea of, you know, again, we can't do them how they do us. This moral authority thing, even though we consider them an authority, we still have to have some moral authority. And we got to have it with them who have no morals and mistreat us. But we should have it with them. But see, anytime it's, you know, something with black folk, people will say, I would have knocked that nigga. He should have knocked that nigga out. He should have did this. He should have did that. See, a lot of people don't keep that same energy, and that's a problem. They'll have one energy when it comes to black people, right? A much more negative, raw energy. And then when it comes to white folk, it's, well, no, y'all, we can't. Oh, wait, y'all, we can't do that.
We gotta be better than that.
That's right. Oh, we gotta come together, y'all. We gotta come together, man.
We gotta be better than that. You can't fight racism with racism. We gotta do the third, man. Y'all don't stop that bullshit. Y'all don't get up off that, man. Stop that shit, dog. That should be making me mad as fuck. All that black guilt y'all motherfuckers be having, man. Every time somebody white get into something, and this, that, and third, y'all feel guilty as fuck. Here come the motherfuckers want to out-moralize everybody. We gotta be more moral than them. We gotta be better than them. Why is the onus on us always to be better than them? The onus ain't never on them to be better than us. It's always
it's never.
That's that black guilt. Black guilt.
It's never on them. It's never on them. And the thing about it is that when you look at what's happened, like for instance, all of this stuff that's happened with George Floyd recently, and you've seen these protests, right? From the beginning, some of it was fueled by Black people early on, right? Because they did not file any charges on these officers, especially the one officer that killed them, but they hadn't filed any charges. So people were rising up, people were pissed, people were, tearing some stuff up. Now, what did you see ended up happening? Not only in Minneapolis, but what ended up happening at these protests all across the country? White people took them over. White people gentrified these movements. And let me tell you exactly how white people were able to do it, through Black guilt. That's how white people were able to take over the mantle of anything dealing with Black people that supposedly, wink, wink, for our liberation, about our mistreatment systematically by the police, etc. They took it over through Black guilt, because so many Black people, especially ones that were out there, they don't have the pride in this being Black led, Black only, Black run, Black operated. No, at the end of the day, many of them want white people to acknowledge them. They want white people to love them, white people to accept them, white people to hug them, white people to cry with them, white people to acknowledge racism. That's what a lot of these Black folk want white people to do. And so through that Black guilt, to say, well, we can't leave white people out of it, just like Terry Crews said. He said, you can't leave white people out. Listen, so what did a lot of them Black folk do? They allowed these white people out there. Black Lives Matter. They allowed these people to take up the mantle. They allowed these people to go out here and act like they speaking for us, when in actuality, they changed the conversation. They move it to something else. They move the goalposts, and this happens all the time. And it is because so many Black people refuse to stand on our Blackness and not have guilt when it comes to these white people. We refuse to say, you can't sit with us. We refuse to say, no, you can't be doing a damn thing to do with Black liberation. It's gotta be by Black people. Get the f out of here. We refuse to tell them to kick rocks. Now, when it comes to other Black folk, a lot of these same Black people will say stuff. They'll say things. They'll tell certain Black people, y'all need to get out of here. They'll tell them to kick rocks. But these white folk, they're trying to work with us. They're trying to help us.
Yeah. And you know, the whole white supremacy is a myth bullshit argument, that's Black guilt. Everybody who denies white supremacy exists, that's Black guilt. These are motherfuckers who are exhibiting nothing but Black guilt. Any motherfuckers who say white privilege don't exist, that's Black guilt. That's what that is. Anybody who tries to exonerate white people from any accountability is showing Black guilt. That's what Black guilt is. Exonerate white people from any responsibility or any role they have to play against Black people. That is what Black guilt is. And that's what these motherfuckers absolutely show every time they talk this dumb shit. Every time.
That's facts. That's facts. And in fact, it was something that it was something that I wanted to read that was directly addressing that. But while it comes to me, I'm trying to think that I do want to talk about respectability politics, because that goes right into that. So you have people like Candace Owens, ABL, these other Black conservatives and these other Black people who that's what they push and that's what they stand on is respectability politics, which is why they had and have so many problems with people like George Floyd or Freddie Gray or Eric Garner or Mike Brown. They have a problem with these people being represented or recognized for what has happened to them, because they feel like those people are not respectable people. They feel like those people should not be recognized in any way, even when they were brutally, wrongfully murdered. Even when they were unarmed and killed by police for no reason. They feel like we should not recognize these people because they're not respectable to white people. Because white people in general don't say, well, that's an okay Negro. That's an okay black person. See, because we got to get their stamp of approval for who's okay and who's all right. So you got a lot of respectability politics with a lot of these black folk who suffer from black guilt. And the thing about it is, Kwame Ture was speaking on this, and he said, black people have to constantly prove themselves to white people. It's a never-ending cycle because once one aspect of being white is achieved, another obstacle is placed in their way. So that's kind of like the whole thing to this whole process. So you got these black folk who feel black guilt, right? Who work on respectability politics, which means that white people have to recognize us as being respectable people in order to acknowledge us. And in the whole conversation, racism gets buried, white supremacy gets buried, all the systematic issues get buried, the police brutality gets buried, all of the economic disparities, all of that is buried, all of that is pushed to the side, it's gone, it's out of here. Because the focus then becomes on black people not being up to par. And I'm different from them. And that's why these people, quote unquote, stand out, right? Because they claim that they're free thinkers and they're not like those black people. I'm not with them, or I'm not with them niggas, I'm over here. So you got so many different variables going on in this whole black guilt conversation that, you know, you end up with situations where black people will let white people in the door, not vetting them. They shouldn't be let in the door anyway, but not even vetting them, not even giving them a critical eye, letting them in the door because they sitting here dogging out quote unquote niggas. And then when they get in the door, they spit right in your face. And they let you know, ain't no difference. It ain't no difference between you and them. All of that's in your head because you think that's what we think. And you think that's what how white people will accept you, is if you try to distance yourself and make this other subgroup, right, niggas, and you up here, you're a black person, which means white people should accept you, should rock with you, should sleep with you, should marry you, should date you. And you know, honestly, it's really disgusting, the amount of this that I see happen. And that's why when you get people that supposedly like Willie D, that's why it's even more disappointing because some people consider, now, you know, some of these people, like when I talked about respectability politics, people like Candace Owens, okay, yeah, whatever, get out of here, right? But some people actually listen to and have a respect for somebody like Willie D as being somebody supposedly pro-black, for the people, down for the cause, telling it like it is. So they put him in a different category, not understanding that he also suffers from black guilt. And just because you supposedly consider yourself to be pro-black doesn't mean that you also don't suffer from that. It's not just the quote unquote coons. It's not just the Terry Crews of the world. It's not just those type of black people that have black guilt. No, it's people like Willie D too.
Absolutely. That's when motherfuckers start looking at motherfuckers because, you know, like the pro-black motherfucker starts getting black guilt, people start looking at him side eye like, oh, he done sold out. You know, sold out. And a lot of times that be that black guilt eating at these motherfuckers. That be that black guilt eating at these motherfuckers. They start feeling like, yo, it's kind of wrong. You know, it's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? You know, they start feeling, again, that guilt starts kicking in. A lot of times these motherfuckers got like white friends and shit like that, the white associates and shit. Some of these motherfuckers got a lot of white people, spending money with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Willie D's an artist. You know, he got a lot of white fans out there. Let's get you know, so it ain't but so far he can go. You know, he's not going to go but so far with it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to tote the line a little bit, but he ain't going to go all the way with it. You know what I'm saying? So once he gets too close to that line, that guilt starts eating at him, and then he got to start, well, I don't know, y'all. Wait, hold on now, y'all. We gotta think about this. We gotta do the right thing here and not be like them. We gotta not be like them, and we gotta, start talking that other talk. That MLK type talk. We gotta judge people by the content of their character and all this other silly ass dumb shit. And this, that, and third, like, man, fuck that. They ain't judging me by the content of my character, motherfucker. They judging me by the color of my skin. And that's how the fuck I'm gonna judge them. What the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? Y'all motherfuckers get off that kumbaya bullshit. That shit's a false dichotomy. That shit ain't even there. It's fake. It's fictitious. It ain't real. These motherfuckers talk this, I don't see skin color shit and blah, blah, blah. Y'all fall for that shit. Them white people talk that dumb shit. Y'all fall for that dumb shit. Y'all believe them fuckers when they say that shit. That's a motherfucking lie. I used to call them fuckers out all the time on that shit. I would get up there, join an all-white panel, and this, that, and the third. These motherfuckers start talking about some, I don't see skin color. Bullshit. I'll call straight up, right there. All these motherfuckers. That's right. Bullshit. What do you mean that's bullshit? No, it's not. I really don't see color. That's bullshit. If we was at a motherfucking party, at one of your little gatherings, at the club somewhere, your little whatever clubs y'all go to out in the mountains somewhere skiing. If we was all out there, and I was the only black motherfucker up in there, right? And I went up in there, and I was just mingling with everybody, and minding my business, and nothing happened. It's that third, and it's like about 100 people up in there, 150 people up in there. I'm the only black guy. Party's over. Everybody's leaving. I'm gone. I'm one of the first people to go. Somebody's missing their shit. Somebody says, I'm missing my shit. My ring's gone. My purse gone. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah? Well, who you think, who took it? I think it was that black guy. Everybody's gonna know who the fuck she was talking about. Everybody's gonna know who he was talking about. They're gonna be able to describe me. They're gonna be able to get my height, my weight, my skin tone, any markings I got on my body. They're gonna tell all that shit. Well, how do you know she was talking about me if you don't see skin color? If you don't see skin color, you would have been like, oh, I didn't even notice the black guy there. What black guy? I ain't even notice him. But everybody noticed me because I was the only black guy there. And I stuck out like a sore thumb. Right. Why do people see color, motherfuckers? Don't hit me in the head with that bullshit. You know what I mean? So I used to debunk that shit all the time. Them white motherfuckers can't talk that shit to me. But y'all fall for that shit. Y'all believe these fuckers are judging you by the content of your character. Go fuck yourself. Y'all never talk. You little educated lame shit know this is bullshit. Because I promise you, y'all little quote unquote proper English talking motherfuckers, which is all bullshit, by the way. But you little proper English talking motherfuckers, y'all get around a bunch of white people. I'm sure y'all speak y'all little proper English and everything else. Y'all talk the white Western motherfucking lingo very, very eloquently. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk all this good shit. And I'm sure them motherfuckers done looked over you before after a conversation and say, you know what? You're a very smart man. I promise you, everyone you educated ladies who be kissing up under white people have all had that comment said to you, you know what? You're a very intelligent man. I'm surprised you're this smart. You know why? Because they immediately thought you was black and you had some low IQ and you was dumb.
That's right. I know I've had that happen to me a million times. I've had that happen to me a million times.
Facts.
And people then hear me, begin to speak, and I'm talking, oh, you're so intelligent. And I'm like, okay. Like, what? They never say what did you? What did you expect? Yes. What did you expect? And I remember, my mom had told me that years ago. She was like, I was having a lot of problems with this white man at work. And he was just giving me so many problems. And he was like an older white man who like was wealthy, like he had like an interior design firm at one point that he retired from, or didn't retire. I don't know if it was whatever. Anyway, so this man had money, like he was this, that, and the other, right? And this man gave me so many problems. He gave me so many problems. This is one of them white people who work because they want to, like not because they have to, okay? And this man constantly, you know, was making all of these judgments on me. And every time I threw him off. He didn't know what to do because he had a specific view of Black people in general, because he treated Black people really bad, but I'm somebody who worked with him. And so he thought all of these different things, like he didn't know which way to go. Because like if something about this was being talked about, then I would say, yeah, X, Y, Z, da, 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 da. Oh, well, no, actually, it's this right here. Or then somebody will come and compliment me on this, that, or the other. Oh, he will get pissed. I remember before, early on, he literally asked me, like, how many children do I have? And I'm like, excuse me? How many children do I have? Like, he thought certain things, you know. Some of the Black people that, now mind you, it was like a fraction of Black people there. He, like some of those Black people did things that maybe, some of them did things he may find more stereotypical, but like, and not putting nobody down, but I don't smoke. I don't do a lot of these other type of things. I'm efficient at this, that, the other. I had to help him on certain things. Everything I came up with, like I said, everybody complimented me on. And this man he didn't know what to do. This man literally started sabotaging me. Okay. And he later admitted to me kind of like, well, I didn't realize you were so smart. Like, this is how a lot of these people think. And they off rip put you in a category. And I don't care, because I don't care what white people think about me anyway. I know who I am, and it is what it is. But a lot of these Black people, like what you were talking about, that's a compliment to them. That's a compliment. That's an insult. When you try to speak to me like, oh, I'm intelligent, as if Black people in general aren't.
Right.
It's surprising to you that I'm intelligent, that I know what I'm talking about, that I can run circles around you. That surprises you. Why?
Yeah.
Why does that surprise you? Yeah.
It shocks me more with somebody like me who, like, you know, I speak a lot of Ebonics, and you know, I know how to code switch. You know, I can tone down my rhetoric, my lingo a little bit. You know, but it's gonna come out. You can tell. You know, I'm from the hood and I'm from this area and everything else. You kind of hear it in me and everything. I don't really mask my shit too much, but I can peel it back some. But when they actually have a conversation with me and they actually see how much I know, they be a little bit taken aback, because they immediately think, like I said, I'm some high school dropout. You know, don't read nothing. Ain't never been nowhere, never did anything, probably just stuck in the projects his whole life, and got like 18 different baby mothers and blah blah. You know, this stereotypical bullshit. And then these motherfuckers have a conversation, and I always get that, oh, you know, I'm surprised. You know, you're really smart. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And like, and I know what that means. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I know what the fuck that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I know you thought I was the dumb ass motherfucking nigga. That's what the fuck you thought. You thought I ain't know shit. You know what I mean? I'm so fucking smart. I know what you're secretly saying right now. That's how smart I am. I know exactly what you're saying right now without you actually saying it. I thought you were dumb.
Yep.
That's what you're saying.
I definitely know you get that because they do that even more so with black men. They do it even more with black men. And like you said, and see, what's crazy is like people typically expect for somebody who is black and intelligent, which they act like those two things don't naturally go together, and they do. But anyway, they think that black person then has to be whitewashed, right? Like that black person can be relatable to black people of any level, if you will, in society, of any educational background, of any socioeconomic status. They think that you have to be whitewashed. You have to be, well, like you, if you're intelligent, then you only deal with like white people. You're only, in certain circles. And it's like, no, like these people, when they come across black people that they can't put you in no box, they be messed up. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to come at you. Like, well, damn, what do I talk about? Do I say this to them or that to them? I don't know. And see, then also they know that people like that, we gonna pick up on your little shots you taking more than some people might. We gonna pick up on your little shots you take. So when you say little slick racist things, I'm gonna pick up on it. I'm gonna say something to you about it. Well, what did you mean by that? Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't mean that. Let me tell you, this one white dude did this at work. This was some years ago too, and he said, now this white dude also could not stand me. Listen, white people typically don't like me at work. That's a given. Because I don't kiss their ass. I don't be trying to be liked by them. I don't be trying to be accepted by them. I don't be in their conversations. I don't be doing none of that. Oh, let's get this for lunch. Listen, I don't be doing none of that stuff with them. So they already be like, okay. But he was, now it was like a couple of black people that this guy did talk to on the regular, that he was cool with or whatever. And he was talking to them and he was like, yeah, we should do something. He was talking about doing something. And he said to them that I just so happen to be walking out. And he said, yeah, I don't want to be like I'm a slave driver. And when I walked out, he seen me. Quickly, he said, oh no, I wasn't trying to be offensive by that. I don't know about. See, no, you wouldn't have said that if you wouldn't have seen me. Because these two Negroes here, you always running around joking with, and they let you get all your little stuff off, because he be saying smart alecky racist shit all the time, and I called them on it plenty of times. But they be letting them get that stuff off. So then when he just so happened to see me coming right when he was saying, he real quick, he switched it up. Oh no, I didn't mean that like that. I just meant like, yeah, I was just a joke. I was just saying, yeah. This, man, it be so much mess, y'all.
Yeah, they be trying to take shots. Like I said, man, anytime you talk to white people, listen for it.
Yes.
Like people, I think people get so caught up wanting to be accepted by motherfuckers, or thinking, trying to judge them by their character or whatever the case may be. Listen, man, expect it. Expect the worst. When you see these motherfuckers, especially in certain type of situations, like them joining your panels and shit, like, expect the worst. They not joining your panel for both. Like, no, they not trying to bond with you. They not trying to chop it up. No, they know where they at, and they going, yes. White motherfucker joining my panel right now, I know what it is. He wants some smoke. Ain't no white motherfucker gonna click on no link of mine unless he wants some smoke. And I think
that's right.
That.
Any white people out there, what's up? Type in the chat. What's up? Yeah. I be asking people, we be asking people, like, come debate us, like, black or white, you know what I'm saying? Black people who hold these certain beliefs and stuff, people won't do it. I be asking people all the time. I ask them to debate me on Trump. I ask them to debate me on topics like this. I ask them to debate me on all kind of stuff, and people won't do it. Why won't y'all do it? I
done beat so many of these motherfuckers senseless. Like that, like I said, these motherfuckers, they come through, they can get that work. I don't go looking for these motherfuckers, but they come through, they can definitely get this motherfucking work. I actually want to debate some white liberals. Like, I done tore these white conservatives up so fucking much that they almost bore me, because they shit is all, if you argue with one, you argue with them all. They all gonna come with the same bullshit, the same coon ass argument. It's like you argue with a coon. It's the same shit. It's like, I want to argue these white liberals though. I want to call them out on they bullshit. Oh, I would love that. Oh, I want to call them motherfuckers out on they fucking some fucking Joe Biden supporter or something. Oh, because they can't hit me with the Trump shit, because I don't give a fuck about Donald Trump either. So you trying to, so you can't deflect with the Donald Trump shit, because I don't give a fuck about Donald Trump. I don't support him. Fuck him. We talk shit about him all the time. But I want to talk about you motherfuckers though. And like motherfucker, I would love to debate one of these white liberals. Love it. These little pro-gay shit. We're gonna debate them on some pro-gay shit or something. These little LBG.
Oh man, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it.
On some shit about like I tried to debate one of these motherfuckers before, but he ain't want that smoke. But debate him on that whole gays are born that way bullshit. Oh, I would tear I wanted to debate one of them white liberals on that shit so bad. Let me tell you what's gonna happen.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. This is exactly what's gonna happen, because I've done it. You know me with the gay issue. Some of y'all know that's how I came in this thing about 7 years ago. Dealing with this, gay agenda and all this stuff on our community. But let me tell you what they will do. The white liberals, when they try to debate you on the gay thing, you gonna see that racism pop out in your face. Because the first thing they gonna do, when they get mad, when you wash their ass with facts and you break them down with facts, a lot of them, guess what they ended up doing? Calling me a nigger.
Yep.
A lot of them, guess what they ended up doing? Saying something racist to me.
Yep.
A lot of them started saying, well, see, I see why some people have a problem with some black people. They end up saying
it starts coming out. It starts coming out. And that's why I said I would love to think this, so I can expose them for who the fuck they are. So motherfuckers stop trying to tell me that the left is our party. Bullshit. Bullshit. Give me one of these white liberals and let me debate one of them motherfuckers, and you'll see how much of our party it actually is. Bullshit. I would love to debate them on. I would love to find one of them LBGT supporting ass motherfuckers and debate the fuck out of them on some shit about gays born that way, or some trans shit, or the trans issue, or whatever the case. Yes. I want the smoke. I want the smoke. All day long.
Listen, I am telling you that I'm trying to find this one story, but I'm telling you, honey, in the quick, fast hurry, you gonna hear some black stuff, some black racist stuff come out when they can't get around you. Because see, some of them will take the debate at first thinking, oh, I'm gonna win this, because they have a certain perception of black people. And they think that black people should automatically support any other group who is, in quotations, y'all, oppressed. Okay? So they think black people should support LGBT people because they're, in quotations, oppressed. And that we should automatically support them. We should automatically be intersectional with them. And we should, if one is oppressed, we're all oppressed. And we should align and all of that stuff. So they automatically think black people should be doing that anyway. So they think that they can come to you with those arguments because that's what they'll throw out at first. Well, people said black people and white people shouldn't be getting married. Like, they literally tried to use that as an argument against me on gay issues about like gay marriage and stuff. Yep. And I'm like, well, I don't support interracial relationships anyway. But let's be clear, that's still a marriage between a man and a woman. There's still the ability to create life. That's still the basis of all of society is man and woman, even though I don't support interracial relationships. So you saying that in comparison to two men or two women is not at all comparable. So we're gonna kick that off the table next. And then they will, see, Martin Luther King, he was for all people. They start throwing, they start throwing out anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much shit I'll debate those white liberals on. Cause I've debated white conservatives a billion times. I have never debated a white liberal. Not a formal debate. I debated them on some back and forth, like on a panel and shit like that, but never like a formal debate. Oh, I want one of those motherfuckers. But I would love to, you know what I would love to debate? I would debate a motherfucking liberal ass Becky about is feminism good for the community. I would debate a white Becky on that. Oh, a liberal ass starch motherfucking fourth wave feminist Becky. I would love to debate her on how feminism can benefit the black community. Man, you want to talk, man, she'll get that work. She would get that work. That'll be an interesting debate too, because ain't neither one of us a black woman. But we gonna be debating about black women, goddamn. Ain't neither one of us a black woman. Got a white Becky and a motherfucking grown ass Negro debating about how feminism is gonna help the community. But I would love to hear their plan for feminism in the black community and how it helps. I want to hear it from a Becky. I don't want to hear it from a black woman. I want to hear it from a Becky. I want it to be a Becky on that. That's what I want.
Oh, that's right. But I did want to give a couple of these a little funny, like not funny, well funny, but a couple of other little quick examples of black guilt. Now, some of y'all have seen, I think it's on Psycho's Coon clip, that Coon video clip that you had with when he say, "Why you don't like me, man?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Psycho, y'all might have seen it before on one of Psycho's little clips he got.
Yeah, super cool trailer. Yeah. Yeah,
super cool trailer. And the black dude is hugging the neo-Nazi skinhead, right? And he's like, "Why you don't like me, man?"
Yeah, that shit was bad. That shit was real bad. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Stop! You're embarrassing yourself. Stop it, dog. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Like I can't with these motherfuckers, man. These people have got to stop playing with me. Like, why do they embarrass themselves?
Let me read this real quick.
Like, look at this crap. Why do people embarrass themselves? What are you doing? What is this? This is black guilt. This is black guilt. You at a goddamn police rally protesting deaths and you over here hugged up with the goddamn boys. What the fuck is you doing? This is black guilt. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this black guilt. Look at this crap.
Are you showing? Oh, okay. It's
look at this crap. Look at this. More black guilt. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It ain't your fault what your ancestors did.
Okay.
It ain't your fault what your ancestors did. All white people didn't own slaves. It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything will be okay. Don't cry. Don't cry. I know it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Everything's be all right. Look at black guilt. Look at this. Look at this. It's the onus is on him to make her feel better.
Right. Exactly.
He might try to make her feel real better later. I don't know. Is that even a her? I don't know. That might be a butt boy. That arm looking kind of strong over there. I don't know. That arm looking kind of strong. I don't know. Let me get off this. That's looking kind of homoerotic. Let me get off that motherfucker. What about this motherfucker right here? What about this motherfucker right here? This motherfucker, he ain't even a goddamn fireman and he carry motherfuckers off. Look at this motherfucker.
Okay.
Look at this
I'm gonna give y'all that story for that picture. Keep that up for a second.
But I'll come back to it. While you doing that. I asked you, but go ahead. Look at this motherfucker right here. Look at this, another motherfucker. Big black guilt and make it. I gotta make the cops feel better. The cops are feeling guilty. The cops are feeling guilty. They feeling like they've been wronged. They feel like people are attacking them for no reason. Let me make them feel better. My guilt the guilt is eating me up. Yeah. Let me make them feel better.
What is a hug gonna do? Can you answer? What is a hug gonna do when that white cop is still sitting there and see a black person drive by in a car? Whoop, whoop. What is that hug gonna do?
Right. Exactly. And what's up with all the hugs? Look at it. Look at this shit. Look, more hugs. Look, that one Becky got her hand all his hair, fucking his shit up. She just wanted to touch his hair.
Yeah, she did.
You know how white people love touching our fucking hair, right? They love touching it, playing in it. You know, oh, can I touch it?
Why is she? I guess she's showing. I don't care. I don't care about any of this. I will touch your naps. I'm gonna touch your naps and caress the naps on the top of your head.
Right? Like, what is that? What is that? Like she tried to snatch his wig off or something. Like, God, she got a whole handful. Like she literally got a handful of his. Why is you cuffing his fucking hair like that? Like it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. I don't know what the fuck going on. But these Beckys, these easy ass Beckys, I told you, these easy Beckys. Look at this shit. It's disgusting. Look at this shit. Look. What is this? What is this crap? What is this? These motherfuckers, man. How motherfuckers be ashamed of yourselves, man? It's disgusting. This black guilt is disgusting. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this, family. I ain't making this shit up. Oh, y'all ain't even discussed it yet. Look at it. Look. Y'all want to really get disgusted? Y'all want to really get disgusted? Look at that shit right there. Look at that shit right there.
You showing the Nazi?
Tell me how disgusted you are. Look at that shit.
Oh gosh.
What is that? What is that?
Oh Lord. I don't know what it is.
What's wrong with these motherfuckers, Renee?
It's just like
what's wrong with these motherfuckers? Seriously.
They got a damn what's it called? What is it called? Confederate flag.
Yeah. Look. He got look. Don't. Oh man, this is fucked up, man. I don't feel bad, man. I think it's wrong. They took that shit down off NASCAR, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Look, man. We over here. We pressing them, man. We down with you, bro. Heritage. It's just heritage, man. I don't know why people tripping.
Yeah, it ain't nothing racist, dude. It's not racist, dude.
Oh man, I'll make you feel better, man. Come here, man. Come here. I understand, man.
Racist, man.
They messing with your NASCAR. I get it, man. Come here, man. Look at these motherfuckers right here. They go to one motherfucker Renee was talking about earlier with another motherfucker who this shit is disgusting.
Wait, I'm gonna read something about that. I'm gonna read something about that Nazi one.
Which one?
Let's see the Nazi one. I can't. You know it's a delay.
I got it right here. It's up. So get the read.
All right. It's a. Yeah. I can't tell. So all right. This is the moment a black man hugs a neo-Nazi. When the anti-fascist rally took place at Florida University on October 19th, this was in 2017, y'all, one scene in particular caused a lot of commotion. As 300 protesters demonstrated against a speech by white supremacist Richard Spencer, a white man wearing a shirt printed with swastikas walked through the crowd in an act of defiance. Many reacted in anger, surrounding and pushing the man over. In mixed reactions and confusion, some were heard shouting insults while others screamed to leave him alone. Tensions rose, and at one point the man was attacked. However, a black man identified as Aaron Alex Courtney confronted the situation differently. "Why don't you like me? What is it?" he said as he approached to hug the neo-Nazi supporter. The skinhead frowned at first, but then smiled awkwardly and hugged Courtney back to a cheering crowd. Adam Semi, who filmed the scene, felt the message had a strong impact. Someone was able to show love in the face of hatred. The sports teams representing the University of Florida, the Florida Gators, later tweeted, "Hug your haters." Summing up what some might have taken, home as a lesson. Psycho, hug your haters.
Please.
Black people, hug y'all haters. That's the message. That's what the Florida Gator said. Hug your haters, y'all. So the onus is on Black people. So let me ask you something. Do you think that neo-Nazi changed his view?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. You think that him walking through a crowd intentionally to be defiant, that by a Black man saying, why you don't like me, man? And hugging him, forcing him basically to hug him. Do you think that changed that neo-Nazi's mind and taking a picture?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, come on, y'all, really? And this is what we supposed to do. We supposed to hug our haters. We've been doing that. That ain't work check. Haven't we been hugging our haters? We've been hugging them. Since slavery, we've been hugging them. Okay. Yeah, we've been hugging them. So, and then that picture y'all had seen of the Black man carrying the white man, I'm gonna just tell y'all what that was from. All right, a powerful photo taken at an anti-Black Lives Matter demonstration in London. Now, this was here just recently with all the George Floyd stuff that happened. This happened in London, and it was an anti-Black Lives Matter demonstration. On Saturday, shows a Black man carrying a white protester to safety after he got injured. It came at the end of sporadic violence across the Capitol between Black Lives Matter supporters and counter-protesters. Police officers made more than 100 arrests. The picture, which is trending on social media, was taken as hundreds of demonstrators, some of whom belong to far-right groups and organizations, clashed with the police in central London Parliament Square. The protesters, many of whom were middle-aged white men, said they were there to, quote, protect statues that that had come under scrutiny because of their colonial association. Easily my favorite photo of the day, someone wrote on Twitter. Wow, this is it. This is the photo, another person commented. Videos on social media of the demonstration show white protesters gather in Parliament Square. Many of them shirtless, clutching beers, throwing bottles, cans, and smoke canisters at mounted police officers. In response, police officers in riot gear formed lines and blocked exits to contain protesters in the square. In a post on Twitter, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson condemned the violence used by the protesters as, quote, racist thuggery. Anyone attacking the police will be met with full force of law, he wrote. These marches and protests have been subverted by violence and breach current guidelines. Racism has no part in the UK, and we must work together to make that a reality. Many of the protesters gathered around a statue of Prime Minister Winston Churchill, which had been boarded up Friday after it was vandalized the previous week. Authorities also fenced off other statues in Parliament Square, including memorials to Nelson Mandela and Abraham Lincoln. Speaking before the protest, Paul Golding, the leader of the far right, now isn't that a Jewish last name? But anyway, the leader of the far-right political organization, Britain First, was cited in The Guardian as saying, I am extremely fed up with the way that the authorities have allowed 2 consecutive weekends of vandalism against our national monument. Let me skip down. We know this was sparked by the death of George Floyd, a Black man who died in Minneapolis. I want to skip down and see if they say more about the guy. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it don't really say too much more about the guy, but basically that's what happened. So this dude was a racist white dude, okay? They was out there doing an anti-Black Lives Matter protest, okay, in the midst of all this stuff that's been going on. And he got injured some sort of way. And here come big black man to save the day. And honey, he put that white man on his motherfucking back. He pulled through him over his shoulder, honey, and carried him up out of there to safety. Now, where was all of his little white brothers at? Why they didn't carry him?
Right. And now when he carrying safety, he doing it without the mask on. He risking getting the Rona.
Damn.
He missing getting that COVID shit. What that white man got all kinds of viruses. He ain't got no, that white boy ain't got no mask on. He one of these conspirators probably that just think it's all fake.
Okay.
And out there yelling and spitting all over the place and this, that, and third. You probably getting that Rona fucking with this motherfucker, trying to save this motherfucking KB. What's wrong with you, dog? Let that KB sink. Whatever happened to that motherfucker happens to him. He shouldn't be out there. He shouldn't be out there trying to motherfucking push back on the protesters. So whatever the fuck happens to him, happens to him. He knew what the fuck it was. He went out there for the smoke. Don't save that motherfucker. God bless. Get the fuck out of here. And somebody mentioned he's an undercover cop. He could be an undercover cop. He looked like he could be a cop.
Yeah,
that is some very copish type shit to do. So who knows?
It was.
He could be a cop.
It says Black Lives Matter protester held a hero for saving suspected. And his name is Patrick. Wait, they just had his name. Patrick Hutchinson. Okay, a Black Briton held as a savior. They held him as a savior. Now it's the Black savior, right?
Greg said the dude did interviews, said he's a coon, he got a Becky and all that.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, who else would do that but a coon? You know, I can't see Psycho doing that.
Fuck no. I'd have been out there. If I saw that motherfucker in trouble, I might have been getting caught doing some illegal activities if I saw him in motherfucking trouble. So that's I'm just gonna leave it at that.
What you got on?
I'm not the black guy he want around when he's in that type of trouble, because I'm liable to join in. So like, you don't want me around, motherfucker. I'm not. This is what I will not be doing. You crazy as fuck.
Yeah, because the dude said, I want equality for all of us. At the moment, the scales were unfairly balanced, and I want things to be fair for my children and my grandchildren. That's what Patrick Hutchinson said. Okay, so that's what he said. Who carried a white?
It ain't our job. It ain't our job to save white people, bro. Motherfuckers more concerned with saving white people than they are black people.
Yep. Nah, they just want to talk trash about
passion. They got more compassion for white men than white people than they do black people.
Absolutely.
I see it all the time. Show white people way more respect than y'all show Negroes. Way more respect.
Wow.
Hey, it's supposed to be the other way around.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. This said, was he black? One far-right counter-protester, Andrew Banks, 28, of Stansted, Essex, was photographed Saturday morning urinating next to a memorial to Keith Palmer, a police officer who was stabbed to death. He was black in 2017 Westminster terrorist attack. And this white boy urinated next to his memorial. That's the type of things that they do. And we sitting up here carrying them out to get help.
They gotta hold their own nuts. They gotta hold their own shit. Fuck you up here helping these motherfuckers for? Again, that black guilt shit. You saw that white man in trouble and you felt bad. You felt compassion for him and you wanted to get him up out of there before any more harm came his way. Black guilt.
And let me tell you what they was saying at him. They was saying that Patrick and his other colleague, go back to Africa, you monkeys. He said that they were chanting, go back to Africa, you monkeys. And he then noticed that the guy was in danger and I was able to shield him. So they was sitting there chanting at them to go back to Africa, you monkeys. And this fool gonna sit up there and saw this guy was injured or whatever and help save this dude.
Hilarious. These motherfuckers are stupid. These motherfuckers are dumb. Dumb. This black guilt is a problem. It causes coonery. Black guilt causes coonery. All coons exhibit black guilt. Every last one of these motherfuckers have black guilt. All of them.
Now wait a minute, Psycho. Let me ask you a question, Psycho. Can you think of in the last year, the biggest show of black, I'll say one of the biggest, but this was a major one. One of the biggest shows of black guilt that we have seen in our lifetime. One of the biggest. Can you think of what it is?
Shit, that's a long list. You gotta be more specific.
In this past year, in 1 year.
This past year, Amber got your shit.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was disgusting. That was the biggest show of black guilt you could ever see in your life.
Man, look. You had from the brother hugging her, the girl fixing her hair, and the damn judge. And the daddy. Like,
they was crying because she was about to get locked up. They was crying. They was playing in her hair, giving her Bibles, getting their hugs on. The black judge.
Yep.
Sat up there is displayed black guilt for the world to see. And white people love to see us performing black guilt.
Ooh, don't
white
they?
People love it when we get black guilt. They love that shit because they know they off the hook. They like black people get upset. Like black people feel guilty when they see white people exhibiting white guilt. When white people see us exhibiting black guilt, they like, shh, man. I'm glad that's going on. I'm glad that happened. Because now we off the hook. We ain't got to worry about it now. Now we good. We good. They got black guilt. We all right now. We all right. They don't push back against our black guilt. They never push back against that black guilt. But we always push back against their white guilt. It's disgusting. Yep. It's disgusting.
And you got people who have more compassion for white women than black women. Anyway.
I actually heard Negroes high-fiving a cave beast because he said he didn't have any white guilt. And they was high-fiving him.
Yeah.
Virtually high-fiving him.
Yeah.
He said he ain't got no white guilt. And the whole time they exhibiting black guilt, he didn't high-five the motherfuckers for their black guilt.
Nope. And they sitting up there virtually high-fiving a white dude for talking shit on black women.
Crazy.
Like, this is how sick it is.
Because they couldn't he was like, I ain't got no white guilt. That's right, I ain't got no white guilt. What they did not turn around and say is, I don't have no black guilt. They just started high-fiving the motherfucker. They just started virtually high-fiving him. Like, what the fuck you high-fiving for? You happy as fuck he don't like you? And it's like, okay, that's fine. You can be happy that he don't like you, but why are y'all exhibiting black guilt right now? I ain't got no black guilt. That's what the fuck I told him. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't got no black guilt. You got the wrong Negro. You got the wrong Negro. You're going to get a whole lot of black pride over here. You ain't going to get no black guilt. Fuck out of here.
Because Psycho, me and you have both been in circumstances, sometimes together, where it'll be a white person, especially think back when we used to do more like battling people and stuff, and it'll be a white person on there, and when we come heavy, the other black people feel like they gotta kind of like apologize for us.
We'll have our foot on like 3 of these motherfuckers' necks, and here they come. Just like I said earlier, here they come. Next thing you know, here come they pets. They little Negro pets. Got jump on the fucking head or run mad interference. And rub mad interest. Now I gotta kick over their pets. I gotta kick their pets and scrap with them just to get at the white people. I gotta beat them up just to get at the white people. Like,
Okay.
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I see this shit. It's happened to me so many fucking times, and it's disgusting. Disgusting.
Or like,
ass Negroes, you motherfucker. Man, enough of this.
Snacks, buddy. Snacks, buddy.
Nigga, what you eating now?
Snacks, nigga. Snacks, nigga.
Nigga, what you eating now?
Snacks, nigga.
Nigga, what you munching now?
Snacks, nigga. Snacks, nigga.
Nigga, what you nibbling on?
Snacks, nigga. Snacks, nigga.
Nigga, what you eating now?
Snacks, nigga.
Nigga, what you munching on?
Snacks, nigga.
Nigga, what you nibbling on?
Snacks, nigga.
All right, my bad, family. I don't know about my shit fucking up, but yeah, y'all get my point. Enough of these motherfuckers. I'm over it. I'm over these motherfuckers, man. We gotta kick over their pets. These little Negroes running around here looking for nigga snacks. Y'all gonna stop these you nigga snack eating ass Negroes gonna stop playing with me. That's the fuck y'all gonna stop doing. Stop playing with me. Get y'all motherfucking minds right. Stop motherfucking begging for white acceptance. Get over that black guilt you got. Learn to deal with that shit. And stop motherfucking sitting up here and I just can't take it. Y'all motherfuckers drive me nuts.
Them coons was enjoying them grapes, honey. They was tearing that up.
Man, them motherfuckers love them nigga snacks. You kidding me?
Okay.
Motherfuckers love those nigga snacks. They get enough of that shit.
But yeah, I've been in situations, y'all. This is so funny. Like, it'll be a black person and they'll have like a coon. They'll have like a white person up on their panel. So especially back in the day, some of y'all who know I used to be going ham, used to be going in, used to be debating everywhere, okay? And it will be like a black person who's like one of those more kumbaya type black people. And they'll have like a white person on their panel or something. And then I step in the room. And they, oh man, that's the first thing. When I come up in there, they start to, oh man, here's Renee, here's Renee. Like they almost gotta start trying to prep the white person, like to try to prep them, like, hey, there's this black girl in here, she probably gonna tear you apart, but I'm trying to run interference for you, and I'm gonna try to make sure you're safe. Yeah. Like, this used to happen to me so freaking much, like, it would be so funny.
Listen, and let me say this again. I said it earlier, I gotta say it again. Why they fuck with anybody in their right mind not realize any white dude coming from motherfucking Tammy's panel was a white supremacist? I mean, it blows my mind that y'all think these are like white liberals over there or something, or these people that claim they don't see color, or these motherfuckers that, you know what I mean? Like, these ain't those motherfuckers. These ain't the motherfuckers who try to act like they down with white people and black people and all that. No, these are stone cold white supremacists. Like, I'm not playing. Like, these are stone cold white nationalists, stone cold motherfucking Klansmen, stone cold Nazis. These are the motherfuckers who regular Tammy's page. These are the white people who Tammy catered to. Y'all, I think a lot of these dudes are delusional, and they think these are good white folk that be over there with Tammy. That's logical, right? And also other dumb shit.
No, please.
Like, it blows my mind how y'all just worship these motherfuckers. It blows my motherfucking mind. Y'all should have known from the rip. Any white motherfucker who listens to Tammy on a regular basis completely is a racist.
Man.
There's no way around it. White liberals do not like Tammy. These are stone cold racists. I ain't saying those liberals ain't racist either. I'm talking about these are the overt racists.
Exactly. It's just crazy. But I
I tell motherfuckers all the time, Tammy, most of Tammy's crowd is white supremacy. Most of Tammy's crowd is white supremacy. Most of those black motherfucking dudes don't even fuck with Tammy like that no more. They used to fuck with Tammy. Like Tammy got a lot of sons, right? But a lot of these motherfuckers don't really fuck with Tammy like that no more. Most of these people over there is white people. Most of them. Meaning more than 51% is white people, white supremacists. They fuck with Tammy because he's a good mouthpiece for them. Y'all better wake the fuck up. Y'all don't even realize the talking points y'all using, where they come from, who chills around these circles that y'all in. Y'all are so oblivious to what the fuck is right under y'all fucking nose. Because y'all too busy attacking black people. Y'all are so busy attacking black people, y'all don't even realize the enemy that's right there under your fucking nose, and that they there. Y'all are oblivious to this. It's scary. It's scary.
I do want to give a little bit of news. In terms of speaking of, coons and everything. Because people were saying stuff about John Lewis, and how he was a coon or whatnot, or they were saying like how, of course he was an integrationist and stuff. Well, honey, we got to keep that same energy. We got to call out. We had another coon that went. We had another coon gone, y'all. And that's Herman Cain. If y'all remember, he was the owner of Godfather's Pizza. He was the one who, remember, he ran for president before. He was a staunch supporter of Trump. And a couple of things. They say, well, he died of coronavirus, but they say he contracted coronavirus, guess where?
Trump rally?
At Trump's rally he had in Tulsa.
With all them people down there, where Trump told all them people not to wear masks and everything, and
and where he was trying to have it on Juneteenth, in a place where the United States bombed its own citizens. Yeah, down there where he was trying to make a mockery and do all of that. Yeah, he got corona. He contracted it there, is what they said. After that rally is when he got sick.
And one of the things they had when they went down that rally was don't wear no mask, because they had to show that this shit wasn't about nothing and everything else. He couldn't go down there wearing no mask, so he wasn't allowed to wear no mask.
And what's interesting is he wasn't the only one that got sick. He's just the one that's died. It was several Trump staffers who contracted the coronavirus at that rally. He's just the one that died for it. Now my question is, and Psycho he ain't really up to speed on this thing, but for those of y'all who do know, how come hydrochloroquine didn't save him? I just want to know, for those of y'all who do know about that, why didn't that save him? Because remember, that's supposed to be the cure according to that crazy ass, excuse my French, crazy ass batshit Nigerian doctor that they got to sit up here and look like a damn fool, to stick her neck out like a fool. And then white people stood back there and let her do it, and she done put her whole career on the line like a religious nutcase. A religious nutcase. And I've been battling people for the last 2 or 3 days on this issue, just knocking them out, just killing these folks because they so pissed. Because they're like, who is the black woman in the city? Y'all won't accept it because she's black. And this black woman, no, this woman is a kook. And let me tell y'all something. Yeah, I'm pro-black. Yes, I am. But that don't mean I accept anything somebody say because they black. That don't mean I'm a damn fool just because I'm pro-black. Exactly, Falconer, a mammy doctor. That's exactly what she is. And they got this woman looking a damn fool. This woman sitting up talking about demon sperm. She's sitting up talking about they use aliens for medicine. What the?
Really? This is what I mean, man. This that spooky, dumb little man, yo. Man, y'all look at my shit ain't working. Man, goddamn, man.
Go look on my Facebook and go look on my last, like, well, not the show, but like 2 posts before that or whatever. And go look at them people. And go look at their comments. Dina, if Dina's in here, Dina probably seen some of it. But yeah, go look. Because I was going in on this lady, and I've been going in on people's posts on this bullshit.
Right.
People out here looking a damn fool.
Yeah. Man,
and
yo.
And sure as hell did not save no Herman Cain. Herman Cain died, and he was down with Trump to the fullest. I mean, he was riding with Trump till the wheels fall out. So
he was on that young Pharaoh shit. He was on that young Pharaoh shit.
Right, he was on that young, exactly. He was down with him like Trump retired.
We gonna ride with Trump till the wheels fall off. We gonna ride in debt. We got his back. We got your back. Black people, we got Trump back. We need to have his back. He's gonna expose everything. He's gonna expose how fake coronavirus is. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. And he's gonna get all his staffers and all his motherfucking other fellow Republicans the fucking Rona, and then he's gonna start wearing a mask and getting tested for it 4 times a day. That's what he's gonna do. Let's ride with him. Let's ride with him while he get everybody sick. And then he protects himself. Let's ride with him. Dumb motherfuckers, fucking dummies.
And I told people, I said, explain to me. So this woman is claiming that hydrochloroquine, which is what Trump has been spouting, she's spouting that she treated, cured, she said cured 350 coronavirus cases with hydrochloroquine. So since some people don't want to do their own thinking, I'm going to help you out. Now, first of all, there's been tons of substantiated studies shown that it does not help coronavirus. That's been proven. That's established, right? But let's go ahead and rock with what this woman is saying, right? So here's the question. COVID has like a 98, 99% survival rate, okay? That means that her patients likely would survive anyway. So how then can you say that it was hydrochloroquine that helped the patient, okay? If she had given them aspirin, would that mean aspirin cured them? If most people who contracted end up recovering anyway, they end up overcoming it anyway. It's a very high survival rate. And on top of that, she has a practice in a ran down ass strip mall next to her church, okay? And the patients that she's seeing there are not going to be the most sick patients. The sick patients are going to be in the motherfucking hospital. She's in a doctor's office setting. So you're going to see people who have fairly mild forms of the disease. You would not be, or of the virus. You would not be treating people who are critically ill anyway. They would be in a motherfucking hospital. So how in the hell can you make a claim that it was this drug that, quote, cured these patients when most cases you saw were probably fairly mild anyway, and those people would have eventually recovered? How can you make that claim? This is why there is a rigorous process when there is the testing of medication. This is why you have control groups. This is why these people are eliminated from taking any other medications. This is why it goes through such a harsh process to make sure and make clear that this specific medication specifically addresses this specific illness, virus, disease, or whatever. You can't take the word of just some random crackpot woman who's a religious fanatic who believes endometriosis comes from demon sperm and sit up and say, this woman is correct. And I asked people, I said, all I'm asking for is one thing: evidence. Where's the proof? Because I can sit up here and I can make any claim. I can say, hey, I cured 7 million people from cancer. I can make any claim I want to. But if I don't have the proof or the evidence to support my claim, it means nothing. So where is the proof? The proof is in the damn pudding. She ain't damn made no damn jello pudding. Where is it at? Because she's sitting up telling you this, and then people trying to shame me because, oh, well, you pro-black and you should. Who was backing that woman? Nothing but white people. She is a motherfucking puppet. And y'all can't see that? Y'all can't see that all these other white doctors were not willing to put their career on the line to say the things that she said. Now she's under investigation. Now her neck is on the chopping block. That's what she was there for, to be propped up by white people. Y'all can't see that? They trying to act like this woman is pro-black and this was some pro-black bullshit. This is Trump's bullshit. That's why he retweeted it. That's why he put it out there. And in the press conference, when they asked him about it, they said this woman has made all these crazy claims, and they started listing them. He said, okay, press conference over. He got so out of there. He ran off that stage so quick it'll make your head spin. Because this was some foolishness. And they used this black woman. They used that mammy to do it. They used her as a man. They made her a mammy caricature. What does a mammy do? She caters to white people. She's subservient to them. And that's what they had her do. Typically very religious. And I was trying to tell, this is one of the reasons I can see why, and I'm not trying to down nobody's spirituality or whatever, but this is one of the reasons why the black church has been so successful. Because you have somebody, right, who's delivering something in an emotional way, and then they throw the Lord in there, right? They throw the Lord and they throw God in there and the Bible and Jesus. And now everybody, oh, that's right. Oh, she's a God-fearing woman. Oh, the Lord put the spirit on her to bring out this information. And people bypass all logic and reason. All logic and reason goes out the fucking window because of bullshit, spooky stuff, Bible and God and all of that. And these are the ways they have always been able to control the black community on bullshit, on emotional bullshit behind the Bible and all these other things. That's how they have controlled us. And if people are unwilling, listen, you mean to tell me you gonna take this woman's word? If you had a child, a 9-year-old child who got sick with this illness, and I hope nobody else has experienced that, because we actually had a 9-year-old little black girl who recently passed away from coronavirus. And much love to her family, okay? But if you had a situation like that, would you put your baby in this woman's hands? Would you put your 9-year-old child in this motherfucking nutty-ass woman's hands who said that a demon sperm creates endometriosis? You would trust her with your baby's life? Well, then you go for it then. No. If you would, have at it. Have at it.
This whole conspiratard, Alex Jones fuck shit, the conspirators is skewing what pro-black actually is. Because a lot of motherfuckers, because these conspirators are trying to allude that if you ain't into this spooky Alex Jones conspiracy, blood sacrifice, Illuminati shit, you're not pro-black. Like, no. Because this shit has nothing to do with black people at all. Y'all motherfuckers try to blackwash the fuck out of this whole conspiratard lane. That's what y'all trying to blackwash this conspiratard lane, and no. Sorry, no, this is white people. This has always been white people. The anti-vaxxer movement is not a black person movement. That's white people movement. The goddamn Jehovah's Witnesses have been anti-vaxxers since vaccines has came out. They have never been down with the vaccines. They have always been anti-vaxxers, right? And Jehovah's Witnesses wasn't started by no black motherfucker.
Nope.
So like,
even though you got a bunch of black folk who subscribe to that mess.
Yeah, but it didn't start with black people.
Right,
exactly. So like, they was able to coax some black people into the cult because they do follow the Bible to a certain degree, even though they got their own remix version of the Bible, which is
the remix.
What happened?
I said the remix.
Right, exactly. You know, but Jesus is really Michael the Archangel and shit like that. Like they changed Jesus' name, but why not? Everybody else has changed Jesus' name. You know, Howard Guy, Yeshua, you know, Jesus, Jesus, you know, Michael the Archangel. There's so many different names for him and shit. So it's like, you know, whatever. But it's like, anyways, I digress. This is Spirit Tart Lane. Is a dangerous lane for black people to get involved in. We are already spooked the fuck out, and it's too easy for white supremacists to manipulate us through this conspiratorial shit. Is they take advantage of how spooked out we are and how paranoid black people are because of these spookisms. Now we have reason to be paranoid, but not over ghosts and goblins. But they know we paranoid as fuck over ghouls and goblins and ghosts and shit, so they use that to manipulate us and take and use that to their advantage. Because we keep that lane open because of our spookism, and the avenue to get to us is the conspiratorial lane. That's how the right wing is controlling us. The right wing are controlling the black people. They're controlling because of the conspiratorial lane. The Alice Jones of the world.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta stop playing, man. And y'all act like y'all don't know. Y'all act like y'all don't know I'm telling the truth, but y'all know I'm telling the fucking truth. Y'all know what these conspiratorial websites are. Y'all been there. Y'all seen it. Y'all been to these videos and all this other shit. Y'all been in the comment section. Y'all see who these motherfuckers are promoted by. Y'all see who these motherfuckers are. And y'all just ignore it.
Why would you think and when you look at these conspiracies, me and Psycho have done this before, and I remember Psycho had pointed this out. When you go to a lot of these people's channels that talk about this conspiracy stuff, when you see their topics or their titles and stuff, go to Alex Jones' website, and you gonna see it there first.
You'll see it right there. You'll see they source it,
and then they
comes from
regurgitate. And people don't put all this stuff together. I told y'all this before. When Trump won the presidency, one of the first people he called to thank was Alex Jones. He thanked him for giving him the presidency because it was Alex Jones pushing this stuff, the cabal and the Bilderbergs and the Hillary and helping to push. Now listen, I'm not saying that these people are great people and good people and that we should be supporting. I'm saying we shouldn't be supporting none of this shit. That's what I'm saying. Why can't people see that? Why can't people see, okay, you shouldn't be supporting Biden or Trump? But somehow all of these black people now, they get some disconnect. And they think that something that, well, Trump is good, you know. What the f is wrong with y'all? What has he done that's good? People can never tell me. He makes these claims and see, this is the world we living in. That just because somebody repeats something, that means it's true. No. See, I'm a person that go off of facts. And the Psycho knows this very well. He be like, getting so mad because I always be like, what's an example? Give me an example. But for people who know me know, like, you can't tell me anything. I'm going to say, give me an example. Okay, prove it. Well, show me where it say that at. Okay, well, show me the study that backs that up. Okay, well, show me the evidence. And I need to see evidence. I don't need to just have somebody telling me. I need to see more. I need to be able to do my research. And I told people this a while back. And I told people, I said, please, black people, stop believing anything in your inbox, anything that you see on your feed. Stop just believing it. Please stop doing that. All you have to do is a quick Google search, quick research, quickly fact check some of this stuff. All of this stuff, really. I don't care if it's from the Democrats, from the damn conservatives. I don't care who it's from. I don't give a damn if it's from me. Fact check it. Look it up. Look these things up. You don't have to believe. I tell people this. I'm like, you ain't got to believe a damn thing I say. I want people to look up what I'm saying. Research it. Look it up for yourself. If you don't believe me or Psycho or whoever, that's what you should be doing. Only people who know that they don't have no facts get pissed at that. Only people who know they don't have nothing to back it up get pissed because they just want to be a preacher and they want you to just accept it and believe it and not look it up, not question it, not think about it. That's why we always welcome people. Ask your questions. As long as you ain't disrespectful or nothing or calling me no B and all of that, but you question it, okay, let's have it out. Let's talk about it. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you why I feel this way. I'm going to give you the proof and you give me your proof. But so many people don't do that. They so lazy. They're intellectually lazy. And they either don't want to think about things enough, because I'm not no smarter than anybody else. I'm just saying people just don't want to think about things. They don't want to look up research. They don't want to look into, they don't want to read. They don't want to have to go through what it takes to find out, is this real or not? Is this real or not?
Just like you said, they are intellectually lazy. And like you said, it's not even so much that people are smarter. What it is other people are more curious. Y'all not curious enough.
Right.
You know, y'all so stuck in what y'all got taught originally that you're not curious enough to see if that's even really the thing you should be following. You just stuck there. Y'all kind of just stuck and y'all not curious enough. Then that's the problem. If you're curious enough, you'll start researching more. Curiosity makes you research. See, I'm a curious motherfucker, right? I'm a curious motherfucker. I don't like not knowing something. It bothers me. If I don't know something, it bothers me. Therefore, I look into it. You know, like I'm curious as fuck, right? And yes, and we need to be more curious. We need to start looking into things a little bit more. Research things a little bit more. You learn a little bit more that way. And don't get stuck in some I don't know, spiritual belief that just going to keep you stagnated. Because spiritual belief stucks your curiosity.
Yeah.
If you got your little spiritual belief, whatever your spiritual belief is, you believe it's the truth.
Yeah.
You believe it's the truth, and it's nothing else that needs to be taught. You know everything. You got this spirit, you got this book, you got this spiritual faith. It's nothing else needs to be known. I just need to know more about this faith. That's the only thing I need to know is more about this. I don't need to know anything outside of what's in here. That's all I need to know. And your curiosity does not go outside of that. And that's a problem. That keeps you stagnant and it stunts your critical thinking. And yeah, it stunts your curiosity as well. My bad.
And no, you good. And I keep telling people, like, and me and Psycho been saying this for so long, like, Black people should not be aligned with any political party or any politician. Period. Because see, what happens is, then you have to justify, excuse my French, you got to justify their bullshit. So now these Black people who have made up their minds that somehow, well, what's wrong with Trump? Well, now you got to justify his bullshit. So you got to justify him retweeting a white power video. You got to justify that bullshit. You got to justify him talking about injecting disinfectant. You got to sit up and justify all of the dumb shit that he says on an everyday basis. You got to, well, see, what he meant was, well, see, this is the thing. Well, see, what he was trying to say was like, you know, and people be, you know, then you got to go through that bullshit. All because you're unwilling to say that was dumb. That didn't make any sense. I don't support that. That was wrong. He was false on that. That was fact checked and proven to be wrong. People won't do that. People won't admit it because they are so aligned with a party or with a politician. They've gone in so deep. They've gone in so deep. It's like so many people now have gone in so deep against this anti-Democrat thing that they are beholden to Trump. They're beholden to attacking Fauci, beholden to attacking anybody who is deemed to be not Trump people. And my thing is, we shouldn't be supporting none of it. I don't support that mammy doctor, and I don't support no Fauci. I don't support Biden, and I don't support Trump. I don't support none of them. I don't support none of them. And when can we see, until we get to that point as Black people, we can't get to the points that we talked about in terms of politically having to take 2 steps back to move 3 steps forward. We haven't gotten to that mindset of having to say, hey, we got to totally separate from this idea of what's been put out there. And the politicians need to come to us and pander to us directly, where they have to meet with us on what our agenda for our community is. As long as we still sitting here going to bat for them, defending them, trying to excuse them, trying to justify what they say and every move they make. Over here, we've gone in on Biden on the bullshit. He said, well, you ain't black. How do you determine who's black? This idea that black people are in the Democrats' back pocket. That's a problem. It's also a problem, this other bullshit. Kanye trying to throw the race to get more black people to go against Biden so that it's in support of Trump. That's what his whole thing is. All of this other dumb crap. We call all of this stuff out at the end of the day. And I'm just not seeing that. I'm seeing black people still aligning with these political parties. And it is destructive. It's totally destructive. And people so deep, they won't even admit this damn woman is a damn fool. That these white people hung her ass out to dry. Like, she looks like a freaking laughing stock of the internet because she done sat up here and people done pulled up these receipts. And she ain't proven not one thing. She ain't proven none of the bullshit that she said. And these white people sat up there and let her do it like a fucking fool. And you think I'm gonna justify that because she's black? Man, get the hell out of here. Ain't nobody justifying a damn thing. I'm gonna continue to call her a mammy because that's the way that they used her.
Now that's a real mammy. That's a real mammy.
You ain't lying.
Always trying to redefine words. That's the real mammy right there.
And she's sitting up there, yes, and I have 350 patients. Where's the proof? I need the receipts, boo-boo. Where the receipts at? And see, this is my thing too. Like, all these people, right, with this, what's wrong? We gotta wear a mask. These motherfuckers got a problem with everything. So y'all mad with the stuff was shut down, okay. But now y'all mad some of the stuff to open up, but you gotta wear a mask. You mad about that? If this is a fucking virus, right? And you can't even blow out a damn candle with a mask on, how is a mask not helping to protect you? How? At the very least, it ain't hurting you. All of that bullshit that's been put out there, when you wear a mask, it actually causes, that's been debunked. That's been scientifically debunked time and time again. You done had, and I wanted to ask these same people, if you having a surgery or your beloved parent or your child, and the doctors and nurses say, we ain't wearing no mask. We just gonna cut them open and be breathing and coughing and talking. Even when they do laparoscopic surgery where they not cutting you fully open, they just have no mask on. Even when you in a hospital around sick patients and stuff, they wear masks. Masks have been worn for years, for ages of time. When people are sick or when they had tuberculosis outbreaks and different things. So where in the hell did y'all come up with this thing that a mask is an infringement on your damn American rights? Like, get the fuck out of here.
I ain't never heard about this being people getting sick in the middle of the summer in my life. But people telling me coronavirus is a hoax? Come on, man. You see how many motherfuckers getting sick in the summer? In the middle of the summer. People just don't be getting sick like that in the middle of the fucking summer. Not to this degree. Somebody might catch cold because they kept the AC on too long, something like that. But dying and getting end up in the hospital and all, man, people ain't getting sick like that in the summertime. You can't tell me this shit is a hoax. Like, I don't know how people still calling this shit a hoax after all this bullshit that's going on. And people still call it a hoax. It's crazy. Y'all just in denial, man. Y'all in denial at this point. At this point, y'all just in denial. Y'all just want it to be real. I mean, excuse me, y'all want the hoax to be real. Y'all want the Rona to be fake, but y'all want that hoax to be real. Y'all just want it to be. It just fits y'all narrative. Whatever.
I was telling Psycho this before, and I was like, you would think that a lot of these conspiracy people would support wearing a mask anyway, right? Because if y'all know about and this is not a conspiracy, but the facial recognition, facial recognition technology and stuff like that. And especially in terms of, you think about these protests and stuff that were just happening and different things, and how they can use, that software and stuff to categorize people and pick out your face and stuff, line you up with certain things. You would think that people would be down with wearing a mask, because that helps conceal your identity. That helps conceal your identity in everyday life. To be honest, to keep it a buck, you would think some of these conspiracy type people would be down with that mentality. You would think a lot of Black people, in my opinion, would be down with that too, because they use so much of this stuff against us, and well, you look like this person, or they fit the description, or they this and they that. So it's like, I don't even get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't. Yeah, I agree with OJ on that. He said they'd rather have a tinfoil hat on than a mask. Absolutely.
I trust what a collective of scientists say, not just the white man. White man don't got a copyright on science. This is the mistake y'all start making. Y'all start associating the white man with science like he created science, like he owns science. He don't have the trademark on science. It actually started in China, and a Chinese man actually discovered it first, not the white man. The white man actually said it was fake. The white man actually said it wasn't ever going to make it over to his country. So actually, I'm not listening to the white man. The people that say it is fake is listening to the white man who want to keep it a buck. Like, because the Asian man who broke this coronavirus shit. That was an Asian doctor and everything else. And the collective of the scientific community, which equals Black people as well, studied this, looked into this, and realized, yes, this is very real. And a very real threat. It wasn't just the white man. So no, I am not trusting it. Y'all are trusting the white man's words. Donald Trump running around here telling y'all this shit fake. Y'all the ones listening to the white man.
You can't get more of a white supremacist than Donald Trump. A wealthy white man, a wealthy billionaire who has all kind of roots and racism and everything else under the sun, who wanted to bring the motherfucking death penalty back for 5 Black teenagers, not for killing a woman, okay, but for a supposed rape. When later, of course, we know they didn't even do it, but he wanted them to get the death penalty for that. This man has done everything under the sun. And y'all sit up here and ride with this man. So I don't want to hear no bullshit about the white man. These same people saying the white man is sitting up here kissing Trump's ass. How does that work? I ain't saying push no Biden. I ain't saying push none of that. So don't come to me with that white man.
The first motherfuckers I saw saying the coronavirus was fake wasn't no Black motherfuckers. That was white motherfuckers who was saying that. They the first motherfuckers who was saying this shit is fake. They were the first motherfuckers. First motherfucker said, don't worry about it. First motherfucker said this shit is fake. They the ones down in the South going ham, busting inside stores with no mask, saying, fuck y'all, I ain't wearing shit. This, that, and the third, getting arrested, going to protests and rallies, saying at the state capitol, saying open the state back up. These are white people. These are white
out there with their guns and everything.
So
they're white people.
Actually, I'm not listening to them.
And they're white people who wouldn't hesitate to blow your brains out. They wouldn't hesitate to string you up in a tree, and they Black people sitting up here running behind them. It's crazy. This stuff is crazy. And like Psycho said, y'all, but see, Psycho, the reason that science is the enemy to so many Black people, we know why. Because of religion.
It's related to their spooky shit. It's related to
it's religion. That's why, right? Because here's the thing, right? Don't lean on your own understanding, right? Don't lean on your own understanding. So you can't go and understand something scientifically, right? And have the data and everything that goes into the scientific method to figure things out and to understand certain things. No, don't lean on your own understanding, because it's got to be the Lord, right? It's got to be the Lord. I mean, this is how crazy it is. But what's funny is while this woman, this mammy doctor, is talking about hydrochloroquine, isn't hydrochloroquine a product of science?
Right.
Ain't that a product of science, even though it has not been shown at all to be effective on coronavirus? Is that not a product of science, though? That's a pharmaceutical drug. And then these same people talk about big pharma is doing this and that. Do you not think hydrochloroquine is a part of big pharma? Where in the hell do you think it is a part of then? People are crazy.
Let me take it deeper though. You know, people are saying, you know, the coronavirus is fake and all this other stuff, everything else, right? Okay, so that means that we gonna play the spookers. I'm about to step in Wonderland with y'all real quick. I'm about to make this ride with y'all just for a second. I'm gonna step in Wonderland with y'all just for a second. Okay, now I'm in Wonderland. And the coronavirus is a hoax, and it was set up by Lucifer, right? Satan, right? Lucifer set this whole thing up, and it's all fake, right? It's not real. It's just Lucifer trying to do things and manipulate shit and control the world for whatever reason, right? So by y'all saying that, y'all are saying that God is working through Donald Trump and Alex Jones to put the truth out there. Y'all are saying that God is in cahoots with Donald Trump and Alex Jones and all these other weirdos, all these Klansmen that don't believe this shit, that believe this shit is a hoax, all these neo-Nazis that think this shit is a hoax, all these white nationalists that believe this shit is a hoax. God is working through them to get the message out and to inform black people that this shit is not real. This is ultimately what Wonderland is saying. That God is working through Donald Trump and Alex Jones to get the truth out against Lucifer. This is ultimately what y'all are telling me. Now, mind you, I don't believe none of this crap, but if I'm stepping in Wonderland with y'all, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that God is working in mysterious ways again. He's working in these mysterious ways. He's good at that. And he's working through Alex Jones and Donald Trump to get that real shit out. That's what I'm hearing. That gotta be it. If Lucifer is the one who's faking the coronavirus, so y'all can all get vaccines that y'all don't want, that means Donald Trump is being, God is working through him.
Yep.
Shit, you haven't heard nobody say it's Lucifer? OJ? Let me drop you some links. I got some links for your ass if you ain't never heard nobody say that shit was Lucifer. I got some links for you. Oh yeah, people were talking that Lucifer shit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Shit, I got some links for you. They absolutely saying this is Lucifer. Are you kidding me? Shit.
Yeah, and I just want to say this real quick to return of the brother. He said, hold on, the white man is trying to control the world for rhetoric. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That one's a
I think he's referring to the comment I made when I was making my little example or whatever.
No, that wasn't the comment I meant to read. He said the white man science also said that blacks are scientifically proven to be mentally inferior to whites. That is, blacks have weaker brains intelligence to whites are agents. That's science. No, that's pseudoscience. That is the appropriate definition. That's the appropriate definition of pseudoscience, and that's the appropriate definition of white man science. Now you can call that specifically, but science is not inherently racist. No, science is not inherently racist.
None of that stuff right there has been proven or accepted by the science community. Only that's a fringe group of motherfuckers, them little race realist motherfuckers that I was talking about earlier, a fringe group of those motherfuckers who promote that shit. Those are the motherfuckers who got a hard on about low IQs and everything else and this, that, and the third. Them motherfuckers, that's pseudoscience. That's pseudoscience. They none of that shit they talking is proven. None of it. None of it.
Thank you. And like Psycho said, that's pseudoscience.
That's not. That shit is. They tried to peer review that shit. None of that shit flies. The regular science community does not accept that as real. That you can go look into that shit if you want. Everywhere you look outside of their own personal websites will tell you that it's a pseudoscience. It's not.
No. It's not because we don't like it. It's because it is pseudoscience.
No,
that is not widely regarded or accepted.
Right. It's not accepted in the science community. I mean, that's what makes it pseudo, because it's not accepted in the science community. It's a fringe group that talks this crap. Just like it's a fringe group of motherfuckers who be trying to debunk evolution, like Kent Hovind and them little weirdos with they pseudoscience. That's more pseudoscience. And they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Them motherfuckers. Oh, you get me started on those weirdos. But they get debunked all the time too. These is all like, it's a whole bunch of pseudoscience running around here. Like that, like the mammy chick. Like the mammy chick. Talking about demon sperms and every fucking thing else. That's pseudoscience. That's pseudoscience. You know, shit that can't pass peer review. If it can't pass the peer review, which means you got a collection of scientists that co-sign your claim, then that shit ain't real. You gotta have a collection of motherfuckers to also see this, experiment this, observe this, to confirm your findings. Mm-hmm. Like this is how the science community works.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh Lord.
It was accepted in the science community. Who are the science community? Corona being a hoax is accepted inside. No, it's not. No,
where? Put the link.
No,
post
that
it up. Post it up. That it's a hoax is accepted in the
you got some link? You can post a link. I can copy it. Give me a link. Give me a link of the science community that I bet you is attached to some fucking church. I bet you whatever link you give me is going to be somehow attached to a church.
Yeah. It's a BS. That's not true. That's not true.
You ain't going to go to no scientifically accepted website that's going to point to that. You're going to give me a niche fringe group of some
Corona being a hoax
that's trying to prove this is a hoax, and they can't prove it.
What science community where has said Corona is a hoax? Where? Prove that to me. And the science community means typically is referring to the university systems, kind of in a collective manner, different, actual, scientists who do peer-reviewed studies and have things, get things, articles and things published that are recognized by different scientific channels, both here and internationally. It's a lot of different layers to it. So prove it. Put your money up. Let us know where we can find it. No, see, okay. Anybody can give an opinion. He said, I am sure you have heard many doctors and nurses saying the coronavirus was not real. But guess what? Return to brother. I've heard way more say it is real. So what does that prove? You talking about these little fake
I'm not taking no nurse's opinion on too much. Not
video that people put out saying it's so. Here's the thing. Even with these people, the Trump doctor people that's saying the hydrochloroquine, even they're saying coronavirus isn't a hoax. Even they're not saying it's a hoax. So what science community said corona is a hoax? Don't give me a doctor or a nurse. That could be an individual saying that. I'm saying the scientific community. Where have you seen it be upheld as a rule of thumb in the scientific community that corona is fake? That's what I'm asking you for. I'm not asking about somebody posting a video on World Star Hip Hop of someone claiming to be a nurse who said, this is fake. I'm not talking about that. I want scientific journals. I want peer-reviewed articles.
The people who say it's demon sperm. Y'all are listening to people who said shit is demon sperm. Y'all really believe this is demons?
Let me clarify for you, Return the Brother. You said now you trust Trump and his people. No, I'm not saying I trust them, but I'm saying people who have been naysayers about certain things, I'm saying even those people who have been naysayers don't even say it's a hoax. That was my point in saying that. No, I don't trust him and his people. I'm just telling you.
Wait. Didn't y'all trust Donald Trump about a month ago when he was saying open up the states and all this other stuff, and this shit ain't what everybody says it is? It's just a liberal ploy. Y'all trusted Donald Trump then? Now that Donald Trump saying this shit is real, it's like, oh, now y'all gonna listen to Donald Trump? He's You can't trust Donald Trump, but y'all trusted him. See how this?
Return of the Brother, I had a family member who passed away from coronavirus. Elaine was in the hospital with it 2 times. I mean, not for 2 different situations, but for the same situation. It's been other people in here who talked about family members that they have also had that passed away. It's a multitude of people who have either had it, know somebody who had it, or died, people who died from it. So what are you talking about? You're the one moving the goalposts. You claim that the scientific community said it was a hoax. I asked you to prove it. You have yet to prove it. Where is the link? Where are the studies? Tell me where I can find that information. I'm waiting, because right now you stalling. You're not saying nothing. Like, where's it at? Give me the proof. I need proof, bruh.
And we brought up Donald Trump because that's who y'all was respecting a month ago. That
you
like,
guys
he was a source.
No, I'm not going against. What is it that you don't understand? Everybody in here heard what I said. I'm saying that Trump's side of things have been naysayers. And I'm saying even the naysayers don't say it's a hoax. That is not me saying I trust his people. That is me telling you that to say I have not seen any scientific community who said it's not. Who upheld that it's a hoax. That is me saying that. I don't know what
he
you don't comprehend.
Even he has to come clean now.
Yes.
And he was the biggest. You can argue he was the biggest naysayer, and even he is coming clean now. That's what we're saying.
Exactly.
Our position ain't changed on this. It's not like we switched up because Donald Trump said this shit. We ain't switched it up. We were saying what Donald Trump was saying was fake. We was calling him full of shit, and now he has to come clean.
All you got to do is go to the archives to hear it. Go back and hear us talking about the importance of this and how Black people should stop buying into this. Black folk can't get it. We was talking about it way back then. How many months ago was that? So no, ain't nobody switched up because of no damn Donald Trump. I'm using that as an example.
I hope he catch it. I'm hoping the motherfucker catch it.
I can't wait. I'm telling you.
I can't wait for that motherfucker to catch. He might have caught it. He might have already caught it. That's probably why he's wearing that mask. He probably already caught the motherfucker.
Yeah.
We just don't know about it.
Could have.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
If Donald Trump caught corona,
actually shutting down websites.
If Donald Trump caught corona, I don't think they would tell us.
He's in here. Now he's saying. No, he wouldn't tell us, but psycho. Now he's saying the government is actually shutting down websites from professionals and novices who claim the corona's BS. Like who? How do you, if they shut them down, how do you know about it?
Please tell me you ain't about to mention that Becky. Please tell me about that shit crazy Becky.
Right. If they shut them down.
I'm sure that's what you're talking about.
If they shutting them down, Return of the Brother, how do you know about them? Who? Give us the names. I'm like an owl. Who? I'm being an owl right now. You just talking. Like I said, you still ain't giving no proof. You spoke on something like as if you know it. So if you know it, then you should have proof for it. Because whatever I say, I can give you evidence to support it. So I'm waiting on your evidence.
It's the problem with the conspiracy thing. They can just make claims and then tell you to go try to find evidence to debunk it. They just make wild ass claims and then it's like they don't ever back up the claims that they actually make. They'll make a claim, and instead of them backing up the claim they make, they just tell you to go do some research. They just tell you to go do research. Like, so you just get to make any wild ass claim you want to make, and it's true, and you go put the onus on me to debunk this long-ass claim. When you can conveniently just move the goalpost every single time I debunk one thing, you just move it to another place and just move it to I'm telling you, it's arguing with people's imaginations. You are literally arguing with people's imagination. They just making shit up on the fly. It's like they never present any evidence. They just say shit and just say it's true and say do some research. And they just expect you to go scouring the internet to find some shit to debunk their shit. And then when you find it, they just say, oh, well, that don't mean nothing because that's because of this, that, and the third. They'll make up something else. And then you put the onus on you to go find out on that. Like, at some point, you conspiracy but y'all got to start presenting some evidence. Y'all got to start presenting evidence at some point. Like, some primary sources. Sylvie, this, that, not no YouTube videos.
Oh, that's all they always come with a YouTube
video.
The video is just another conspiracy person making that claim. No evidence. The video don't have no evidence. It's just another person who believes what they believe making the same claim.
There's another person making shit up. It'll be a video of a motherfucker making shit up with a slideshow of pictures. And they'll say, look, the evidence. Like, it's some batshit crazy motherfucker doing some Photoshop pictures. Most of these pictures are Photoshop.
And this is what I want to know. Okay, maybe you can, because me and Psycho been talking about this for a minute. I was going to mention something else. Shout out to Dr. Mayat, too, real quick, because on my post, she had to come on there and get this dude together. And then I had to come and get them together because he did what you're just talking about. I asked specifically, he had made some claim. I asked him specifically for substantiated evidence, substantiated studies and documentation that showed to prove what he was saying. Instead, he comes back with the same, well, just look it up. No. Sir, you made the claim. I didn't make the claim. When you make the claim, you have the burden of proof. So since you made this claim, you need to provide sources and evidence to support your claim. He could not do it. And like she said, y'all need to work on getting these people who come up with this stuff. You need to do better research. You need to have more evidence and documentation about what you're saying in order to say it. Because that's what's happening is people are just spouting things that they have no proof of. They just
like us ask them to source up, they get upset because it's like we just supposed to believe it. We just supposed to believe it because it was said. No, source up. Let me see if what you're saying is real. And he keeps saying we listen to the white man. What about the black motherfuckers down in Africa that's saying the same shit? What about you do realize the black people in Africa that's following this coronavirus shit too? What about them? What about them? Am I not listening to them? What makes you think I'm just listening to white people? You act like it's not black people saying this stuff.
And if you act as if there are not black people who work for the CDC and who are scientists, and who are doctors, and who are researchers.
The white man is late to this party. The white man is late to this party. The black man been saying this shit. The white man is late to the party. The white man was agreeing with you. I keep telling you, I got proof that the white man was agreeing with you a month ago. I got proof of it. I also got
talking about bottom line. You trust
the black man was agreeing with us over a month ago down in Africa. Because in Africa, you might get shot. You get caught walking down the street without a motherfucking mask on. The motherfuckers, they play those games down there. That's black, man. That's black people. That's black people. That ain't the white man. Corona ain't just in this country.
And that's what kills me too. This is international. And then they talk about the bottom line. You trust the white man with your lives, so you should never again claim that he. But let me tell you something that's funny. I bet you any sources that he would try to put up are white. I bet you anybody that he's trying to say was this it's gonna be white people. I bet you that's what you would have put up if you could have it to put up. And you knew it was gonna be some white people. You don't want to put it up, see? So who's believing the white man? I go with things that have been substantiated. I know that this is real. Like I told y'all what I dealt with back in mid-March. I told you I had a family member who passed away from this. It's not a joke. So don't tell me nothing about no damn the white man, this and that. This is real. It's real black people out here dying every day from this, for real. So what are you talking about? Let me say this. Maybe you can answer this, because me and Psycho have been wondering this. And I don't know if you can answer this or somebody else listening can answer. Okay, so I remember when this first came out, people were saying it was fake, it was made up, it was this, it was that. My question is, with America being such the capitalist country that quotes are African scientists, on what? What specific African sciences did we say? Where did we say? Can anybody tell us we said an African scientist? Psycho was saying about wearing your mask and things like that. Nobody said a specific scientist's name or specifically. So I don't know what you're talking about. Where are your sources?
I said Africans ain't playing that shit either, because out in Africa they got the coronavirus too, and they are also promoting that this is real. They are also telling people you cannot leave the house. Matter of fact, they had that code. They was on code before us. They was on code before us with this mask shit. They was talking this mask shit before us. So this is what I'm telling you. This is so all this we listen to the white man. No, actually, I'm listening to the black man more so than the white man. We want to keep it a buck, because the white man people out here was telling us that it's okay to take your mask off now. That's what the white man was saying. I don't know what white man you talking about. What white man are you talking about? Because the white man I saw, all the white people I saw was talking about this shit like you. This shit is fake. I'm confused. Like, what planet are we on? Do I gotta literally show InfoWars website to show motherfuckers where this whole coronavirus shit is fake came from? Do I literally have to go to InfoWars? But people are telling me I'm following the white man. Do I gotta expose who's following the white man around here? Because I can show proof. I can show proof. I ain't just talking. I ain't just typing. I ain't just talking.
But
I can show you where you get your information from. I can show you the white website you got your information from. I can show you that. And then we can see.
He ain't gonna put no website. He ain't gonna put no website.
The white racist website, mind you. The white
but return to brother. Herman Cain's own website said he died of cancer. He died of coronavirus. His website reported that. So where are you getting that from? His own website said it. That's where people got it from. So explain that to me. And he had already been sick in the hospital with coronavirus. So explain that to me. Let me read this article then about him real quick so we can go ahead and address this. All right, so this comes from the Washington Post. Herman Cain, former Republican presidential hopeful, has died of coronavirus, his website says. Herman Cain, the former pizza chain executive who sought the 2012 Republican presidential nomination, has died weeks after testing positive for the coronavirus. You're never ready for the kind of news we're grappling with this morning, Dan Calabrese, the editor of Cain's website, wrote in a statement Thursday. Herman Cain, our boss, our friend, like a father to so many of us, has passed away. Calabrese confirmed the death to the Washington Post and said the cause was COVID-19, the disease caused by the novel coronavirus. Although it is unclear where Cain, who was 74, contracted the disease, he was among several thousand people, most of whom did not wear masks, who attended a Trump campaign rally in Tulsa on June 20th. Cain, who was co-chair Black Voices for Trump, was photographed maskless and not socially distancing at the event. Cain is one of the most prominent Americans to have died of the virus, which has claimed more than 150,000 lives in the United States. Word of his death comes amid a heightened focus on how seriously Republicans have taken advice from medical experts. On Wednesday, Representative Louis Gohmert for Texas, Republican for Texas, who had been seen walking the halls of the U.S. Capitol without a mask and not socially distancing, announced that he had tested positive shortly before a planned Air Force One flight with President Trump. Tributes to Cain's business accomplishments and political endeavors poured in from leading Republicans after the announcement of his death. My friend Herman Cain, a powerful voice for freedom and all that is good, passed away this morning, Trump said in tweets in which he relayed that he had spoken to members of Cain's family. Herman had an incredible career and was adored by everyone that ever met him, especially me. He was a very special man, an American patriot, and a great friend. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, representative for California, said Cain, quote, led an accomplished life, business titan, cancer survivor, and Republican presidential candidate. He will always be remembered for his love of country, McCarthy added in a tweet. Cain was hospitalized less than 2 weeks after attending Trump's campaign rally in Tulsa. Before being hospitalized, he advertised in a tweet that masks would not be required at an Independence Day celebration that Trump staged at Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. People are fed up, Cain wrote. An update posted on Cain's Twitter feed 3 weeks ago said he was, quote, still in an Atlanta area hospital where doctors are trying to make sure his oxygen levels are right. This is a tough virus, but we serve a tougher God. Herman wants to get back in action soon, so please continue praying, the tweet said. Bob Jack, chairman of the Tulsa County Republican Party, said the party was actively seeking to speak with those who had met with Cain at Trump's rally in Tulsa, where he was photographed sitting with other Black Republicans without a mask and not practicing social distancing. Looking for people that attended the President Trump's rally and met with Herman Cain, Jack posted on the party's Facebook page Thursday afternoon. Please call the Tulsa GOP office and leave a message for the chairman. In an interview, Jack said he was aware Cain was at the rally, but that he was kind of under the radar. I didn't talk to anyone that actually spent time with him, Jack said. We have not received any reports of anyone contracting COVID at the rally. I'm not saying there's not somebody out there. I'm just saying we haven't received any reports from anybody directly linked to the rally. I thought somebody would have caught it. The June 20 rally was widely derided by public health officials, and its more than 6,000 participants largely eschewed masks and did not sit in a socially distanced way. In fact, placards placed on every other seat to ensure social distancing were removed before the rally started. Several Secret Service agents and advanced staff tested positive before the rally. Tulsa's health director Bruce Dart later said the rally, quote, likely contributed to a spike in Tulsa's COVID cases. It was reckless for the event to have been held, said State Representative Regina Goodwin, a Democrat who represents the Tulsa area. The death of Herman Cain is evidence of that recklessness and the insensitivity of Donald Trump. Unfortunately, Herman Cain died, but he chose to attend the rally without a mask. Basically, that is life, a human being who should not be dead. It's unclear where and when Cain contracted the virus. Paris Denard, a famous major Cooning, an advisory board member for Black Voices for Trump, attended the rally but said he wanted to limit his responses in the interview to the life and legacy of Herman Cain rather than speak about his own health. Interesting. He said that he first met Cain at a Republican conference in 2009, blah, 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 blah. So he said he ain't gonna talk about whether he got it or not. Interesting. Also, he was photographed close to Cain at the rally. He declined to discuss the photo in detail, except to say he personally follows the CDC guidelines about mask wearing and noted that many people often take their mask off when being photographed. Yeah, whatever. A number of Black surrogates for Trump attended the rally, including media personalities Diamond and Silk, T.W. Shannon, former Oklahoma State Representative, television analyst Carol Swain, Texas State Representatives James White, whoever these other people are, former NFL player Jack Brewer, activist Keenan Michael, activist Alveda King, honey, you know she was there. I'm sure old girl was there too, whatever her name is that was on the Breakfast Club. Terrence K. Williams, that coon. Boy, that's a coon. He was there. Yeah, anyway, so that's basically all they say about it or whatnot. But anyway, Cain served as on the board of the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, but those posts are often given to business executives and community leaders who serve. Anyway, because I think he did live here for some time. Anywho, yeah. So anyway,
yeah. I posted a link. He asked for a black scientist. I posted a link of black scientists from South Africa discussing how the COVID virus is rampaging all through the area, and this, that, and the third. And I also posted the InfoWars link of all these little conspirators source information. All these motherfuckers who's claiming they following black people, allegedly, even though I don't see nothing but white people associated with this shit. Young Pharaoh's interviewing a Becky, trying to convince black people that this shit is fake, and everybody's running with it. There was another white motherfucker out in fucking New York who said this shit is something else, and this, that, and the third. Y'all all ran with that white boy. Then y'all motherfucker Alex Jones. I just posted a link with about 1 billion articles posted on motherfucking InfoWars. Alex Jones' racist ass website talking about how this shit is a fucking hoax. But y'all want to tell me I'm following the white man. Y'all got to be shitting me. Y'all have got to be shitting me. This conspiratorial shit is not black. Do y'all stop trying to make this conspiratorial lane black power? Because it's not. It's not. And I'm not. I can't let y'all say that. That's fake. That's fake news. That's the hoax. The hoax says another. This conspiratorial shit is pro-black. That is the fucking hoax.
That is the hoax big time.
That is the hoax
big time. You know what's gonna happen? Unfortunately, it's gonna take time for people to look back and then say how bamboozled they were and all this. That's the sad part about it. You know, it's gonna have to be in reflecting back, or it's gonna have to be some major bombshell that comes out somewhere, somehow, that cannot be denied, that cannot be gotten around, and it's only gonna be that, because people are so gone, they just gone. And what's funny is, again, his own website, his own people that he trusted, okay, his own trusted people, okay, said he got coronavirus. He had already survived cancer, honey, that he passed of coronavirus. He was hospitalized because of coronavirus. That was already out there and established. And that's what he passed away from. Sorry, where is your proof he died of cancer? I will wait. And I'm getting this not from some Democratic source, not from some, that's some Democrat. No, this from his people. It's from his folks who said it. So I'm waiting on you to drop the link where he died from cancer. I'll wait.
Yeah, I heard somebody trying to say that shit earlier, talking about he died from cancer or whatever. I didn't see that.
I'll wait.
I ain't see nobody drop no links or nothing. I heard somebody talking about this earlier. I didn't see no links.
This wasn't from no libtards. This is from his people.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, they can't say it's some liberal conspiracy because it came from a Republican. So yeah.
And then now people are so, like, people was on there trying to argue with me, talking about, if it's a 99% the survival rate, how is it a pandemic? I said clearly, I had to post up the mother freaking definition for a pandemic for these people. They don't even know what a pandemic is. A pandemic is an epidemic that has gotten so bad of an infectious virus, okay, that has gotten so bad that it's spread not only within a nation, but internationally. That's what a pandemic is. People don't even know. And they said, oh, but it's 99%. And this is what I would like for people to understand. Coronavirus is extremely extremely, extremely contagious, right? So I think it's called the ROI, the rate of infection, is very high for this. The normal rate of infection for like a seasonal flu, I think is 1 to 2 people max. Like you may infect one other person at the most. I think it's not even 2. I think it's 1.5 or something like that. The amount of people that you would possibly or likely also spread the flu to. It has a fairly low, I mean, that's not good, but it's a fairly low rate of infection in the scope. Coronavirus is, I want to say, something like triple that. It's much more contagious than the seasonal flu. It's highly contagious. And because it is a new virus, there are still certain aspects of it that they are finding out as time goes. So if you get in a situation where everybody's sick, and this is the thing with coronavirus, it can be a delayed onset. So unlike a cold, now sometimes it can onset quickly within a day or two, but it can also be a delayed onset, meaning that it can be in your system, but won't present itself for it can be up to 2 weeks, okay? So that's why from the time that you get the positive test, you need to be quarantined for 14 days from that time you get that test. But anyway, or if you don't get a test from the time that you start experiencing symptoms, okay? It's highly contagious. So the thing is this, if you get something so contagious and you get everything open as normal, all the flights are as normal, the buses are as normal, jobs are as normal, schools are as normal, camps are as normal, the pools is normal, the stores is normal, everything else is normally going on. People ain't wearing masks, they talking to each other, hugging each other, partying at the club, at the bar, drinking, bumping and grinding, doing this, doing that, going here, flying there, everywhere. Can you imagine if everybody died? Do you know how that will motherfucking cripple this country? Do you not understand the crippling that will happen when you have such a high percentage of the population sick? And this is what people don't understand. While many people may recover from it, it is not over quickly. Some people are going to have much more severe cases than others. Some people may take longer than others. Some people will have, depending on their age and other factors that they may have, it's going to be a tougher time. And if everybody's sick, the parents sick, the babies are sick, the grandparents are sick, the boss at the job, all the employees are sick, the bus driver, all the people that ride the bus are sick, all the people who work at the restaurants to cook food for people are sick, the people that work at the grocery stores are sick. If you run into a situation like that, everything is shut down. So in a sense, to try to put parameters on that and to try to restrict the rate of infection as much as possible, they took means to go ahead and shut down as many things as they could. Concerts, sporting events with huge venues of 20, 30, 40,000 people, 50, 70,000 people in football stadiums. They took measures to prevent those types of things that happen. We talked on this show about the parade, St. Patrick's Day parade during the Spanish flu, and how that parade set off a firestorm of so many people sick. They didn't have enough people to take care of the sick people. Do you understand how many beds they had to have lined up and how many people died because they didn't have enough doctors, enough nurses? So many people were sick. So many people were in desperate need at that time that nobody could really truly be taken care of. That is the situation, the scenario you end up in if you don't take something like this that there is no herd immunity from. See, most other viruses, there is a herd immunity. There's a built-in herd immunity. Because this is a new virus, there is not one. So if you get in a situation like the Spanish flu and then you have this parade, and even in that sense, you got tens of thousands of people, you got 100,000 people, and then those people go and it's spread like wildfire. just spreading everywhere. And then those people take it back and they fly somewhere, they drive somewhere, they go somewhere. They with their children, they with their family, they with people they know, and it's just from there on. So people are not thinking about this logically. What don't y'all get? What don't y'all get? That makes perfect sense logically to me. I don't know. Like, I don't know why this don't make sense to other people. Like, this is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I'm like I said, I'm shocked this is still a discussion, but people got a narrative they want to push. They got
and a lot of the people, I'll holler at y'all because Elaine can tell y'all. And like I said, I know I had it. I put that on my dang on mama. I know I had that. And like I said before, I know when I got it. And let me tell you something. I would have been considered having a very mild case. Let me tell you something. If I don't want none of y'all to get it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the people who are naysayers, holler at me. Holler at me if you do. Holler at me if you get a closer level. Holler at me then, and then talk to me about it. And imagine that situation, because I can't even imagine what I was dealing with times everybody or times 60% of the population. Do you know what that would do? Do you have any idea of what it would do? If you take even 20% of the American population getting sick, that's devastating. Like, for instance, just to give a small example, that meat company up in, I think it was South Dakota, and somebody there was sick, right? And now, mind you, they had supposed to have been wearing masks or whatever, and they were still going on though pretty much like normal. And people were still in close proximity to each other and all that kind of stuff. Well, it started out one day, I think supposedly one person had it. What ended up happening? All of a sudden, boom, 100 people got it. And then I think it went up from there. It just took off from there. So then you got to shut the whole plant down. You don't have no workers. And so you shut that industry down, so then people are not the food price is going to go up over here, over there. All that's going to be shut down. People are not thinking. People are not thinking. You have to have healthy people to run an economy. You have to have healthy employees, healthy people in position to keep the country moving and going. That is a necessity. Like, God, man, I'm done. I'm really done. I can't. I can't. I'm done.
All right. You got something else you want to say before we get out of here? We've been on for a minute.
No, love y'all. Talk to y'all on the next one. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. That's it. Stay safe. Wash them hands. Use your sanitizer. Stay away from people. Cover your face. Cover your mouth and nose or whatnot. If you don't want to do none of that, then you do you. Do you, boo. But for everybody else who know that this is real and they've either been affected by it, they've had family had it, or unfortunately, like in my case, had family pass away from it, you know that it is something real. And we need to just be cautious and wearing the mask is not going to hurt you. But other than that, I'm done. Thank y'all. I'm done.
All right. And family, if y'all haven't already, please do me a favor. Please click like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? Very important that you share and subscribe and let people know we over here and we breathing. Let's see. Also, family, if you do click subscribe, please be sure to click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we do go live. This is also important. You know what I mean? Sometimes that might be the only way you can find us is through the notifications. YouTube be tripping like that. You know what I mean? And to my haters, it's about that time. It's about that time. Y'all already know what it is. I don't turn off my ratings. I actually embrace these motherfuckers. So by all means, if you take any issues with things we said tonight, you know, if you exhibit a lot of black guilt, you know, in your heart of hearts, now's a good time to express yourself and click dislike, still share this motherfucker, and then you might want to unsubscribe. Know what I mean? Because if you click a dislike on us, it's calling out these motherfuckers who exhibit all this black guilt, we already know you ain't on none of these motherfuckers right here. And that's why you got black guilt. Because y'all ain't on these motherfuckers. This shit will kill your black guiltness. But y'all just refuse to take them. Anyways, I digress. Family, please consider becoming a Patreon. You know what I mean? I have no limits on there. Whatever you feel like the channel's worth, that's what you donate. You have access to any stream I do, whether I keep it up, take it down. You also have exclusive content on there as well. And yeah, I appreciate everybody that became Patreon. Shout out to all y'all. Any donations given does go towards the production of the channel, as always. And yeah, family, please consider following me on Twitter and the gram at SYKOPATHeist, spelled the same way as the channel. And also, family, let's see, here we go. Yeah, please subscribe to all our channels. All these links will be in the description because we might have to channel hop from time to time, and I'm desperately thinking about getting something together for this other channel. I'm thinking about doing a new series of things, and I ain't gonna put it out there yet, but you can look forward to that. It's coming soon in the future, near future. And yeah, also family, god damn it, I knew that was gonna happen. Well, y'all already know, you know what I mean? If y'all looking for any Facebook graphics, artwork, designs, or logos, please consider hitting up our sister Renee at Renee Black Graphics on Facebook. Also, if you're looking for any t-shirts, hoodies, all custom designs, my bad, the thing's all glitched up. Please consider hitting up a store as well. All these links will be in the description. Let me get off that because that is annoying me right now. I'm so pissed off. And yeah, family, you know what I mean? See, I won't be back until Saturday. I won't be back until Saturday. You already know what that's going to be all about. You know what I mean? I'm going to get my wake and bake on. Not sure what I'm going to talk about yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something by then. And yeah, family, as always, I appreciate all y'all for coming through. Shout out to everybody out there for listening. Shout out to everybody out in the live chat. Appreciate all y'all. I want to give a peace and black power out there. Holla black at your boy. I'm out.